Hopefully we are live and looking good. Hopefully everything's gone well. Daisy, yes, we are live. Excellent. Sorry for anyone watching the VOD. Sorry for the short second where I was just basically looking over the screen. Yes, we're basically live. Sorry about the slight lateness there, folks. Daisy, where are we? Oh yeah, was this like the meat grinder and stuff? Ew. Ew. Are you doing laundry right now? No. What? About 10 minutes? What are you on about? 10 minutes? Define a second. Oh. No, that's as I saw from Dr. Witchblade's video, the MSG link. That's a Scottish second. Doesn't that sound like laundry? It sounds like laundry with meat in the washer. I mean, it might be laundry. Open that can. Good Daisy. Let's get ready to play some Paradise Lost. Why can't I move? Oh crap, it's not bugged, is it? Let's reload. Just exit to the main menu and continue again. I'll be moving forward when we load in, just in case. Are you the meat in the laundry? Game audio high. Okay, thank you. I'll check that out. That's better, I think. Still fairly high, but I think it needs to for this moment. Guess like checkpoint. Oh, this is the checkpoint. Son of a bitch. You're kidding me, right? Just trying to mess about. You can't even jump in this game. That's just not part of it. Balls. How long's the level though? I'll fix this somehow. Oh no, dang game. I know, right? What's going on? I'll quickly Google, see if that's an issue. Paradise Lost can't move after checkpoint load. Bug in the warehouse forge. After we get the girl to run the door with a bomb to open it. Yeah, this is this got me able to walk without having to load the checkpoint. What? Can't leave the checkpoint. I ran into a bug while playing today and was able to replicate it multiple times just to be sure I wasn't reporting for nothing. It's in the warehouse with the bomb on level 2 for level -2 technically. After we get the girl to run the door with the bomb, open it. If you walk along the back side of the bomb while touching it, the side facing the door, the player gets stuck in place and can't escape. The game doesn't freeze and it can still look around and spin in place. Just can't move forward in any one direction. I tried everything. The only way to get is to reload the last checkpoint, which thankfully is right beginning. Same sequence. Right, so it just seems like we've got to load the thingy. The screen seems to be large as well. Oh, it is, yeah. I'll just fix that. Sorry about that, guys. I think for the last game I had to have it at 1080 or something for Devil May Cry because it didn't go higher than that. Oh crap! Does that mean Valheim was all? Oh no, I changed the screen, so I would have just played Valheim in 1080. Let's fix that. There we go. Thank you for letting me know. Did for the last game, yes. Right, restart level. Well, balls. How far will this be back then? Oh, potentially not too far. Well, that is loud. How loud is that for you guys? Too loud or Balls cried the queen. If I had to, I'd be king. Mummies. Xaine stream issue streak continues. I know, right? It's so annoying. So yeah, let me know if this is too loud or not, and I'll adjust it if it is. Right, I've no idea how far back we are. It's quite loud. Okay. Actually, I'll just do it by in-game settings. Master volume. Accept. Back. Continue. There we go. That should be better. Compared to your voice, yeah. My voice is at the highest point before it will start to get a bit of... I'll bring this a bit closer. Where it starts to get a bit of, you know, static, where it starts to break down a bit. It starts clipping the ranges. So, this is to Gesellschaft. I think we did work out what that was on the last stream. I think Avechka was helping and maybe someone else with the translations. Turned the doctor's paperwork at work today. Oh, turned in the doctor's paperwork at work today. So that's another week off confirmed. To be honest, man, yeah, you like it'll do you bloody good. I know you've been trying to do as much overtime as humanly possible for like the last 2-3 years without days off and stuff, but seriously, we're here. Oh god damn it, that's so annoying. I must have been near the end of the level. Stupid game. We know we can get through it quicker, but my god, this is a long way back. I think, anyway. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I don't think I ever went to the end here. I don't think there's anything here to look at there. Swish it out. But yeah, glad, to be honest, yeah, I think you'll be better off not with a bit of time off, as much as you don't want it. Hope it's not putting too much of a like issue with your plans or anything. I don't think I checked any of these last time. Also, why can't I walk faster than this? Make me feel impatient. This is Polish. Or it... Oh no, it sounds more Russian to me, but I've really got no idea. Just... I would assume by default Russian. But I've got no idea. I'm sorry, is this the same game where the kid starts out in a train station or something? Yes, it is, KJ, yeah. Gesellschaft, organisation, community or society. I think it was company or something last time that I was told it was. I didn't know the Fifth Element lady was in this game. Ah! Oh, I must admit, it looks like art like this. However horrendously like authoritarian and stuff, it's kind of badass. Which is the point, isn't it? It's like, we are brothers. No one can compare. Duh. It can be company too, yeah. Oh yeah, I think it was in the context it was company or something. Oh, so that's our way in. Multi-pass? Multi-pass? What? Is anybody there? Scooby? Well, isn't that a howdy doozy? Right, there's some stuff in here.
It always amazes me how short
So
your
this will be a
memories are.
recap.
I walk these corridors day after day and hear
Oh.
the growing whispers. What if he's right? Maybe he has a point.
It's been a long time since I saw that.
Let me remind those who have forgotten. When the Battle of the Bunker ended, we went looking for German civilian survivors. None were found alive. Must I remind you why? Because the bunker's machinery had removed them from the battlefield so they wouldn't interfere with the counter-attack, only to suffocate them in one of the unventilated hangars. Is this the kind of effectiveness we're looking for? Is that the value we put on human life? I will say it once more. No! I will never allow these machines to be turned on again.
Oh. Quite heavy-footed for like a... I suppose he's a teenager, so he's not going to be tiny. And teenagers are usually heavy-footed. Great job, Andy. Effective immediately, all the cameras in the compound are to be disabled until the debugging of each room takes place. All the communication that pertains to matters of production, strategy, food distribution, future plans, etc. is to be conducted through the written messages. For the time being, assume that all your conversations are being monitored. He's listening. Dominica. Dominica, Nika, Nika, do, 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 do. I've got a feeling I was probably singing that the last time. No, they are pretty clumsy as well at that age, yeah. I suppose at that age you're growing so much that you don't really have enough time to get used to... Well, you don't have a whole lot of time to get used to all the... Holy crap. There's so much I'm remembering how much more is ahead of us. That took us so far back. But yeah, I suppose you're growing at such a rate that you know, getting used to your balance and stuff is probably it takes a little while. All Nazi documents are to be left untouched, despicable as they are. We will not burn them. The Nazis already burned all evidence of their atrocities on their own. We do not need to aid them. When the war finally ends, and it will end, these documents will be used to expose them and hold them to account. All the documents are to be stored in the file. Yes, should daisy. Oh yes, that's right. Out of this entire story, only the people who write messages have an extremely posh British accent. I say, Jiminy Cricket and all that jazz there, boy. Toodly poops and whatnot.
Hello, can you hear me? It's not working. I need to find a control room.
Oh yes, we will find it, Vladimir. Duh. Okay, he's Polish, he's not Russian, so not Vladimir. Vishlich. We'll call you Vishlich. I'm probably still pronouncing that wrong. Is it Vislich? I think maybe. One of the hardest bloody names I've ever seen to say. Name of a friend of mine's character from in World of Warcraft. Hi-oh. And yes, he was Polish. Used to call him Wislik for like friggin' 2 years before he told me. No, it's actually pronounced Vislich. Let's have a... Oh, I can't... How do I look in on this? Oh, son of a bitch! I remember how to get closer, or maybe I can't. Oh, E? Oh, there we go. Please don't leave. I knew that others were considering leaving. I just never realised you were one of them. If you go, Dominique won't let us see each other ever again. I'm not sure why this one's a female this time. Although actually, it does make sense for the story. You know that she just doesn't allow any of his followers to interact with us. Is his superstitious gibberish more important to you than me? Well. not seeing really anything else around here. That is what signs say. No time to get used to your size. Okay. So maybe I don't know. Who's Vasily? Is that a thing? Is that like a famous footballer or something? Avechka kindly. There's a book on there, I think, that Avechka actually translated for us, but I can't remember what it's called. This one. I need the code for that. No, yes. Does need much codage. Anything to find in here? Streets. We's from the street, mate, yeah? Okay, it doesn't actually appear to be anything in here then, I think. Yeah. There's a sign that says, no time to get used to your size. Noth. By the way, Noth, if you just add exclamation point add quote with a space before that, it'll add it on this channel. Feel free to. Right, we'll be going here. Ooh, guitar. What's that behind the thing? Photo of someone. There's some solid detail in this game though, like the photo under the pillow and everything. It's pretty cool. No reflection, I'm a vampire! I probably said this last time. I wonder what is in here. One of the rooms has something. I'm genuinely surprised how well designed the rooms are and stuff for having no items in them. I think it might be the end one that actually has the stuff in. Oh, I don't even remember coming in here. Is this a replay, Xaine? He's just playing his previous playthrough. What? Well, I mean, it kind of is a replay of what I've already done, just because the game got stuck. I couldn't move, so I had to reload the level. But unfortunately, the level was massive, and it took us really far back, and I can't get back to it. And it's pointless anyway because the checkpoint was broken. Very annoyed with it. Dear Herr Commandant, at the request of Wilhelm Streck, I have agreed to let a talk about Agatha, Shambhala, Aryans, Atlantis, fuel and the control of parapsychic human abilities, and research on summoning of zombie armies. Bloody hell. He convinced me this material will provide the necessary support for the colonists. In my youth I took a strong interest in these topics, so I shall have plenty of material to speak on. Yet we both know, I hope, that these stories are not worth a hill of beans. A hill of beans, I like that. I am a scientist, and I know that the strength of the German nation does not come from fairy tales, but from mental fortitude and from science. Thus, when the colonists prepare for the ultimate battle, they should draw on the accomplishments of scholars. I propose a return to a method that was tested with great success at the front, namely substance D9. This mix of cocaine, pervitin, a strong stimulant, and Eucadol, a strong painkiller, transforms common men into super soldiers. It provides a significant boost to concentration, endurance, strength, courage, and self-confidence. It also disables pain receptors while stifling hunger, thirst, and the need for sleep. It has side effects, yet in the deciding moment, they are of no import. Yeah, that's horrendous. We did read that. You replied to my message, so it is not a reflex. Cheeky son. Wait, so is this all based on reality? What? Well, I mean, based on what the Nazis did and were like planning on doing with a bunch of artistic license, yeah. Plus, in this sort of world, the Nazis won, and like the war went on for about another 25 years after the war ended for us. So quite a lot of artistic license in this. But I think like as in they drew from like so like the Nazis were like looking for these crazy mythical things and stuff, weren't they? Well, like a small sect of them or something. To dear Willie. Hello, Willie. I'm a child. I know you do not need anyone to tell you how to do your job, but I would like to alert you to a problem. I've received reports that despite constant guidance and instruction, many people still do not understand the concept of the colony. Some fear being locked up underground, or even that those left on surface will have it better. If I were to prune away all such doubters, I would lose half the settlers, the would-be strength of this colony. So I hit upon an idea. Perhaps we could, in some undemanding way, share with our colonists the history of the Aryans and the Atlanteans, from whom we descend. After all, if our ancestors could thrive after losing their homeland, we too can emerge from our ordeal, defeat our enemies, and bring about the rebirth of great Germany. With your storytelling talent, this tale would surely soften the hearts of all doubters and calm frayed nerves. What do you think, your friend Mix? Yes, he pronounces his name Mix. Small sect. Well, I don't know. I've no idea how. I would assume that the percentage of the Nazi party or army or whatever forces that were set upon finding mythological things was a fairly small part of it. I imagine that the amount that people talk about those things, that like the fact that they did that, is way more about it being interesting that they actually did that as opposed to it being a widespread thing. I'm assuming here, obviously. I don't actually know. But that's my reasoning. The Death Eaters did some messed up stuff, but they experimented with stuff like that. Oh yeah, we called them the Death Eaters, weren't we? But the power that was in that percentage is much higher. Oh, so as in like it was the super higher ups who were really interested in it type thing. I suppose they were very like caught in an ideology, weren't they? Like an ideology that relied like a fair bit on believing in some false thing that they are so much better. So I suppose that the highest ones would believe in that ideology more so, and so would be more prone to being interested in the mythological aspects. Again, just a thought. Any German occupier still hiding in the shelter is to be sought, put on trial and sentenced for their crimes. That includes civilians, workers, and of course military personnel. This goes for any Polish collaborators as well. Dominika, oh bloody hell, Vesewicz. I assume that's how you pronounce that. Open you, Sausage. Thank you. Yes. I wonder what's there. Hey!
It must be a key to the locked doors.
Well spotted, old boy. Well spotted. Right, what's over here, I say? Look up the occult stuff involving the head honcho and the mandrake root. Really? Mandrake root? No way. It's actually quite appropriate then that we refer to them as Death Eaters. Order request. I'm writing to you again to request permission to use the Nazi technology. People are starving. We can't continue to live in the dark like this. How many more women have to suffer miscarriages before you see things clearly? I will write you every single day until you realize that there is no other way. Lucian. So bloody hell. Well, that's horrendous. Poor peoples. Let's open this sausage. Yep. Yep. Bloop. Oh.
What was that?
That, my friend, was a secret passageway. Yes. But where? But where? Wait, oh, there. I say. It's all really fascinating. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Oh, look. Silk. Lovely. Nothing screams authoritarians like secret bloody solo friggin' shows and stuff, and living the high life with the top view. Auschwitz der Deutschen Volkslist? No idea if I said that remotely correctly. But yeah, this is that singer, isn't it? Who was on Xaine. This lady above here. Do do do, shabba-dee-dee. Even when opened, it is still secret. Yeah. No, yes, I say. Bloody Jiminy Cricket, old boy. I say. For days a doozy. Huzzah! All doors are open to Xaine. Ooh, hello. What have we got here? Transcription of Rizard Lazy's account. I went out mushroom picking. Not that I thought I'd find any in mind, but because I'd like wandering among the trees, so I stumbled upon a gnarled beech. Looked up and over by a clump of thistle I saw a white she-goat. A miracle, I thought, because there hasn't been a living creature to be found since we ate the last hen 10 years ago. And lo and behold, a goat! Where could it have come from right away? I thought, Veles must have favoured us to send a blessing like that. I walked up to it, it didn't run. It let me rope it and walk it back to the settlement, by my side like a dog on a leash. I went straight to the high priest to share the wonderful news. I hoped it would give us milk with healing properties. I assume it did not. For none of you exist here anymore. That we've seen. Yes. Yeah, I train every moving game involving the Nazis has one way or another occult themes. They were really looking in a weird place to get victory. Well, yeah, that's what I assumed. Like, that just because... That... Like, all the movies that always have those themes, it's just because that's a particularly fascinating part of it. That they believed in these things. Not necessarily that a lot of the Force was applied toward it. But, yeah, I'm definitely going to look more into it. So I'm quite curious. Oui. Oh, I wonder what is in here. Dominica, fine, I will leave. Anyone who wants to join me is welcome to do so. But to those who choose to stay, I ask, where do you draw the line? You are happy to reap rewards, but unwilling to pay the proper respects? You ignore the divine powers that gave you these luxuries. If you decide to bow your heads to the gods that made this all possible, come with me, Lucian. Yes, Lucian's a bit of a weird one, isn't he? The relusion, it's all about the relusion.
Processing power is at least 50,000 times greater than that of the American's ENIAC. Its construction employs newly discovered methods of neural communication, sustained by faint electrical impulses and the activation of normally unused parts of the Gehirns. What's Gehirns? Gehirn. Here it is. Gehirn. What? That can't be.
Oh, it can, my friend. It's creepy as fuck. Also drug experimentation on their soldiers too. Yeah. Oh yeah, I imagine that was quite heavy. If they're going to experiment at all. They that's the thing, again, another one of the huge problems that should be a big, like, flashing red light about things like these, like government bodies like these, that they don't give a crap about the individual, which makes them able to do whatever the hell they want to an individual, including their entire armed forces, as long as the whole survives. They don't give a fuck. We probably got into this conversation last time. Oh yeah, there was a rule we had that obviously there's no avoiding politics to a degree in this, because obviously it was a political governmental body. But there's we'll have no comparing to current politics of any kind, please. Still secret. But obviously, we're not going to avoid completely talking about politics that are to do with the game. Right. Skedaddle. What will this computator tell us? System Schreiber. Restoring Shdaze. Host 31%. Well, that's not good. As sad as it is, there were some major medical and scientific breakthroughs to come out of the Holocaust that helped shape our understanding of the human body. That doesn't surprise me. Progress can be made
Okay, let's see if bidirectional
in spite of
communication is working.
morality.
Clearly not. We'll have to find a workaround. What if... I know it's not ideal, but given the circumstances, this will have to do for now.
I'd like you to press the button, if you can hear me.
However, just like the start of innovation is very dependent on certain
I know
things.
the
So
interface
like
can be a little intimidating
certain
at
things can
first.
crush innovation. Like
I'm here when you're ready. Dobrze. Let's try another experiment, shall we? As I suspected, this won't be straightforward. There's some sort of safeguard blocking my input. This makes no sense. Why build a huge machine with this much computing power and then make it impossible for the operator to use it? Unless it doesn't want me to make any changes. It wants you to make them. I just tried to access the part of the system. Can you enable it? That's it. It worked. Okay, let's not waste any more time.
basically instead
you
of
always said you wanted your own garden someday.
instead of trying to okay, I can change it. So let's go to 18, smallest.
What do you feel like planting?
Wheat.
Remember, we must be careful not to overwater the crops. What's happening? We must have initiated the automated calibration cycle. It's overloading the system. Remember, we prepared for this. We need to disable some of these processes before...
I think at this point we'd discussed what it was.
You'll have to authorize its change. I can only request them for you. Now, disable them as quickly as possible. That's it. Now for the next one. You're doing great. It's no use. That's it. We're turning it off. Jasna cholera. It won't let me.
let her go.
Is that you? Say something.
He turned it on.
Turn what on? What are you talking about?
I didn't notice
That
that last
machine,
time.
he turned it on. I don't think he's supposed to do that.
Who cares? I haven't heard from you since that jump. Do you know how worried I was? Are you alright? Well, are you?
I'm fine.
I've
Then why
updated
didn't
my
you say so?
theory.
Where are you? I haven't seen you on my monitors.
Lucian used to live here.
Lucian used to live here.
The man you've been looking for. Wait, so you found the living quarters. Good. According to my map, they are on level 3. I'll try to find you with the cameras. I don't want to lose sight of you anymore. Do you understand? We need to stay focused, okay? Please tell me you understand.
Okay.
Right, so I was going to wait until bringing up the whole theory thing until we got further, but I think at this point we'd already brought it up. So, from the previous room, the information that we got made it obvious that the whole processing power is utilizing human brains. And in here, that bit I didn't notice before, but just picked up, was he was saying let her go, Lucian was, which is making me think he actually hooked up a woman here to make it work then, and that was that host at critical mass. And I'm guessing that host may be this girl. Interesting. And yo, Jem, how's it going? Hope you're having a swell day. Shaders to you and whatnot. I say, shaders. Ah, here we go.
My name's Eva. I thought you should know.
Eva. Eva.
My name is Szymon.
Nice to meet you, Szymon. I'm sorry if I came across as cold before. After we talked, I realized how selfish it was of me to expect you to make that stupid jump. My first thought was to scream out your name to stop you, but then I realized that I don't even know what it is. So, I'm sorry. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say.
It's okay. Don't worry.
You don't have to worry anymore. Everything is fine. I will find you. And then we will figure this all out.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Szymon.
No problem, baby. Right, let's roll. We can now get through here, for we have a card of doodles. A card of doodles. Nope. Thank you. Oh yes. One thing you will
Are you
find.
there?
Nope.
According to my map, this is the luxurious part of the bunker. But I can't see anything. Most of the cameras have been disabled. I'd love to see how the German elites lived. I bet it's glamorous. Is this thing even on?
Yes, yes. Yeah, here we go. So, there's something to pick up over here, I think, or... There's something to pick up somewhere. Oh. Do-do-do. Fiddly-dee. So that singer with the perfume
Szymon,
that was
is
there.
that you? I can hear your footsteps.
Pick up the rag. Do-do-do. Oh, something there as well. Pick up the cleaning fluid. See alcohol. Go upstairs. Clean the lens. Do-do-do.
Oh, it's you. What Why didn't you say anything before? Is there no microphone there? Whoa, this place is a mess. Wait, what's that at the end of the balcony?
So I thought that Poles wouldn't keep things as tidy as Germans.
There is not much we can do for him now.
This is time to fail.
There is.
Why?
You know that.
I'm too tired to have that discussion again.
What do you want from them? To pray their problems away? It hasn't helped them so far.
Oh, that was horrific.
Well, just
I don't even know what to say.
hi KJ, weirdo. Weirdo, what? Oh, Gem weirdo hater. Or Hadar. To what do I owe the honor? A bit harsh. Yibbity-dee. Is there something there? My dude, are you out there? Skibidi-ba-dumbaree. Stage the microphone, you're gonna go sing, Xaine. Oh, been having none. Won't be having any of that. I slip. Numkin Puddle, the weirding way is a thing from June, but indeed we're all doomed. That didn't come out right. Yeah, I still haven't seen June yet. I haven't had the opportunity. It's like I've come over here so we could check in here before, see the way it carries on. Anything to check out, oh boy? There's a Rudy. Carl McLachlan was in the movie. Does that count? Who's Carl McLachlan? Is he Scottish? Do 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 do. Yibbity-dee. Yiddly dum dum day. Somebody had some arts and crafts. Lovely. Have a bit of artsy doodles. Was that his name? I've got. I'm guessing so because Jem said excellent. Excellent. Yes. Choosies. Right. Shabba. If I had a shabba. No, you can bet I'd shabba in the morning. Right. Right. Is there anybody up here? Oh, what's that freaky wind sounds? Must be the wind. Monday, Tuesday, happy days. So, yeah, this just shows that a lot of them didn't come back each time. If this continues, then I guess we're fucked, yeah. So where were they getting stuck though? What were they losing them to? I wonder. Was it the zombies? Because that would not be bloody well good. As I had a crush on Francesca Anise at the time, actress playing Lady Jessica. Well, oh, is that from the old one or something? June was so boring, but the next installment will be a lot better. I don't. I haven't seen anything. I don't even know how the story goes, so I don't want any spoilers, please. But yeah, I mean, I'm still going to check it out because it's pointless watching the next one without watching the first one. It's just hope. Just don't know when I'll get the bloody opportunity. Hopefully before it comes out on bloody Netflix or something. Oh. Oh, bloody photos of her everywhere. Lots of bloody... The crockery, dear. Be careful with the crockery. There's nothing but fine china around here. What's this I say? By the way, how's it going, Ostentatious? No devotional or ritualistic objects are permitted in the shelter. You can anonymously surrender any such objects in this room. If you are found with any in your possession, you will be charged with treason. Dominica. Ah, yes. As Dominica slowly turns into a raving bitch. Anything behind here? I wonder. Not that bloody the lad Xaine can see. So, Jem, when I watched the replay, I saw what you said about my birth. I get caught staring at it too. It's fine. Yeah, it's probably the most anticipated sci-fi film since Avatar: Jurassic World. Far too overhyped. Yeah, that is often the problem with these things. It's like it's what I always call it, the Terminator 2 complex. Half of you probably heard me talk about this before. Terminator 4, sorry. Basically, you know, the one when they actually go to the future. People waited for that for like 20 years before a film came out. The film was never going to be good enough. No, people weren't going to like it no matter what. Not properly. Oops, busted. So suits are inherently unrealistic. There's nobody in there. Wait, why are they unrealistic? I'm curious. Not to spark up a friggin' thing you're probably talking about in the stream, of course, my stuff. Ooh, wise. Saving, huzzah! Oh yes, we must strut to the strut in the garden. What's this? Dear all, when they cheated us during the food distribution, that should have been the last straw. I was naive to think they could still be reasoned with. I don't think anyone has any more doubts. We strike at noon. Remember, these people no longer resemble the people you once knew. He's brainwashed them. Don't pity them. They wouldn't afford you the same kindness. Charge! Oh, she's calling. Yes, dear.
Hey, I was getting lonely, so I figured I'd call you. I hope you don't mind.
Did you say your name was Eva?
Yes, that's right.
So you have the same name as that thing?
Could you please not compare me to a lifeless machine? Besides, Eva is spelled E-W-A, not E-V-E. I thought we agreed to trust
And
each other.
Szymon, in Polish, is spelled S-Z-I-M-O-N. I do trust you, I'm sorry.
I do trust you, I'm sorry.
I have
Think-
an idea.
think
Each
this-
of us
oh.
says something about themselves. Something personal. I'll start. I was born in Krakow, but I spent most of my life living in a small village in the mountains. My dad is sort of a pastor. I was always really impressed by how he managed to inspire his people. But I never got to meet my mom. Your turn. Remember something
How was this
personal.
never clicked? She's his sister. Lucian, because it didn't click before, because I didn't notice the part where he was saying, let go of her. She is the main character's sister. She's Lucian's daughter. He was with his mother. She was with her father. That's current theory. And now, she is, her brain at least, hopefully still in her body, is currently the computer taking care of all this. I've got a bad feeling we're going to have an option to save our sister, but kill a lot of people in here somewhere, or whatever, but interesting. Mum passed away recently. I think the man in the picture is my father. I have a slingshot at the home that I really like. Go back to my new favourite Korean food spot, but there's a massive traffic jam. Oh, that sucks. Not me. What food do you normally order when you go Korean? I always go for Korean chicken and often beef noodles, but of course it's like the Korean beef, where it's kind of like jerky. but not. You know, as in like it's thin, heavily tenderized strips and stuff with like a nice seasoning. Didn't realise the chat was saved with the replay, but mesmerising it was. Could not really say the same for lava lamps, but don't tell him. I don't want to body shame him in the public. Mum passed away recently. When we got to this point before, Xaine pointed out that this is like classic. This is classic. Damn it! What's it called? Like, it's a techniques for disarming someone to tell, you know, interrogation techniques. I think the man in the picture found a slingshot at the home that I really like. Mum passed away recently.
My mom passed away recently.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And now you're looking for the man in the picture. Did he know your mom?
I think so.
I understand now. Thank you for telling me that. It couldn't have been easy.
I should keep going.
Right. Thanks for the chat, Szymon. Talk to you later.
Oh, it's not I either, it's Y. It's clearly the same name, because, you know, it comes from... like, a lot of names just have slight differences, variations in different languages, don't they? I had it for the first time the other day. I got kimbap, not kebab. Yeah. A spicy pork belly stir fry. Nice. Hells yeah, man. Yeah, there's a really great Korean place in Birmingham that I love called Tteokbokki. They do that as well as like pretty much the majority of you know, sort of all the classics of Korean food. It's so good. Super well priced as well. I'm always astonished at how good value the food is. Yeah. Like in the middle of Birmingham, we'll have like you get a crap ton of like the beef noodles and stuff as well. Can I not get on here? How do I get up there? Giggity. Guess not there then. Can I get through there? No. But I think it is out there that I need to get. Was there another way through here that I didn't spot? Not everything depends on what you order. Spice stuff is the best there. Oh, I haven't ever had Korean food. Another regret. I probably couldn't digest it at this point. I understand it's very spicy. Not everything, yeah. So, yeah, yes, not it, yeah. It depends what you order. Korean chicken is spicy. It's not super spicy. It's mainly... There's a lot of chili, garlic, and sugar and salt. It's basically umami just wrapped around crispy fried chicken. It's frigging delicious. It is spicy, that's a thing. But it's not spice that you really notice. But I suppose as far as spice counts for like guts and stuff, then yeah. Oh, okay, it's not through here then. That spicy pork belly stir fry made love to me, and I was ready to have its babies. Darn, I'm working up an appetite now, and it happens in all the streams. I can only apologise, guys. Maybe it's over here. Or maybe it's up there. Just check this just to be sure. I doubt it's up here. Did I get stuck here last time? I don't remember coming around here. Can't get up there. Sounds horrendous. Ad quote. That's supposed to be stir fry. It made love to me and those Richard's babies. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I've never had the actual spicy pork belly, not Korean style anyway. Maybe in here. I have a feeling I got stuck last time here. I'm fairly certain I need to go up there. Is there no other way up? Can I not do anything with this? Oh no, that's cut off, so that... I think. This is most annoying. Damn it! Where the hell have I got to go? Is there a map? No. Xaine, you game as a job and sound like you eat a lot of food. How are you not 25 stone? Well, to be fair, I'm overweight at the moment. I'm not 25. I'm probably about 14, 15 stone. I'm 6'2", so like that's not super heavy, but I haven't really got any muscle at the moment. Oh, okay, I dropped through there, so I can't go back through here. There must be somewhere then. What's... Grr? Where the schnell am I supposed to go? Can't be many places I can go here. Is there a distinction between North and Southern Korean cuisine? I would imagine so. You're probably not going to find Northern Korean in any restaurants. Or I suppose you probably might in a few specific ones. What is going on here? Why can't I find a way through? I think I've checked this door. Better the window. Inviting. The only way to eat North Korean cuisine is 1, live there, 2, be in the ruling wealthy class. Yeah. There's definitely a way through because we've got through here. I just can't remember how. It's got. I feel like it's got to be up here. Right. How could I possibly get around this? Think, Xaine. Think. You can do this, man. Can I get up here? No, because there's the roof anyway. There's no way I could. No way to be able to get up there. I've already tried this, but yeah, this is the obvious way through, which you can't get through. There's not a door over that side. It has to be in here. What about this door? No, can't get through there. Is there a hidden door? Sounds like there's something. Is there a hidden thing here? Oh, this is infuriating. The most annoying part is that I've done this before. Oh, you kidding me? You're absolutely kidding me, you peen-ass. It's just a bit dark. God damn it. Rage. One probably tastes like freedom, while the other probably tastes like hunger, sadness, and depression. Well, I mean, right, I'm not making jokes here, but like, isn't... I suppose... It sounds like terrible jokes. But anyway, like, you could classify friggin' bugs as bloody North Korean cuisine. I'm not trying to say this is stupid, but like, there's a thing that in North Korea, the spring is good, because in the spring less people die, because in the spring there are bugs everywhere, so less people starve. It's a horrible place. And pretty much everything in it is born from lack of caring for the individual, among other things. But if you care for the individual, you can't do what they do to people there. Right, we have a power cell of some kind. And here we go. Nothing wrong with the cheeky Mackie D's. I see no contradiction. McDonald's a culinary manifestation of doom. Yeah, McDonald's is something I eat once or twice a year at most. I mean, I went about 10 years almost without having anything from there. Basically, when I go to download the music festival I go to yearly, it's a tradition that on the way back we stop off at a specific McDonald's at 3 a.m. or so forth, and we all have one last meal together, like the camp. So like every time we leave, we all go off in separate cars, and then we'll meet up at this one specific Mac is about 40 minutes away from the thing, and it's always nice, like a last meal. Yo TK, how's it going, man? Should Daisy do you good, sir?
Can you let me out of here?
Sure, just give me a second to find you on the monitors.
I found another Eve memory tube.
We don't need to play it. The system doesn't seem to require it.
What if I want to?
Why would you want to? Has anything good come from digging up the past? So far, it's all been stories of destruction and betrayal.
I found the man I'm looking for in one of these recordings.
I'd rather you didn't waste our time with another memory tube. You know my opinion, do what you want.
If there was a Five Guys, or if we had In-N-Out and other burger companies that are way better than Mackie D's like you guys do in the States, then we'd probably eat there instead. Five Guys, I mean, there's one in London, King's Cross, there's one in Birmingham, there's one in Cannock. They're not that, there's not that many, and they're not open 24 hours. If there were, we'd go there instead, I assure you. Five Guys is awesome. Want to play it?
I want to play it.
I can't stop you, can I?
In Belgium in the early hours, fries and mayonnaise or kebab come to rescue. Hells yeah. Yeah, fried fries with mayonnaise is just awesome, like proper like fries. And France or Belgium, I've had pommes frites or whatever on the beach of Calais before, and they're damn tasty. Way too much salt though, good
At this
lord.
rate, we should be able to leave the bunker in a couple of months. That is, if we choose.
Surprised they never heart attack after this. Good
Answer
old
it.
Whataburger.
Lucian, we need to talk.
Well, this certainly is a surprise. To what do I owe
Disagree,
the pleasure?
ostentatious.
Dominica?
Not Five Guys.
I want to negotiate.
No. As I've already told you, the situation is simple. We split the food 3 ways. You get a third, we get a third, and the rest will be given as an offering to the gods. If it weren't for their guidance, we wouldn't have found the food to begin with. We must pay our respects.
Fine.
Fine.
We'll split the food 3 ways, but on one condition. You take down those turrets.
I'll take them down. Eventually.
Strong words, ostentatious. I still
If
disagree
you
with you.
keep your end of the bargain for the
I've been
next
some
2
good
months,
buds.
then I'll agree to remove them. Think of it as a grace period.
If you want production to continue, then you need to take them down. Now.
The thing is, Dominica, I need you less than you might think. Come back when you've come to your senses.
Wait. Let's not make any hasty decisions. I'm sure we can come to an understanding, Lucian.
What's happening? Deactivated. She tricked us.
That bitch.
I don't know what you're...
You'll find out soon enough. But I can promise this won't end well for you.
Find her. Get those turrets back online quickly. Show me the map. They're already underway. They mustn't get across the bridge, do you understand? Hold them back.
Hold the door.
It's not working. We have to blow it up. We have to blow up the bridge, do you understand? There's
Douche.
no other way. If we don't, all of this will have been for nothing.
That's a good reason to do
The
stuff,
turrets
isn't
are
it?
back online. Authorize
Well, I'm
the
too
use of
far
lethal
now.
force. Make sure no
Off we
one's on the
go.
bridge when it explodes. What have you done? You still don't understand how any of this works, do you? I didn't want this.
What the
I
heck?
didn't want any of this. You made me do this.
It's dark. Yeah, I've been to many pubs, many good pubs as well. There's only a single pub that has served a burger that I deem to be better than Five Guys Burger. And that was a place in Wolverhampton. I've forgotten the name of the place. But what's the burger called? I've been trying to remember it, but it's like... there's a crazy name for it. But it's massive, and it was frigging epic. But have you ever had Five Guys, Ostentatious? If you haven't had it, I'd really recommend it. They do burgers really well. It's just like proper good quality beef. The fries are epic as well. And man, you do need some better pubs. I mean, maybe the Five Guys here have better standards then than America. I don't know. Like, they're really good, just solid burgers. Yeah. I'm not saying there aren't pubs that do it better, because there are. But I'm saying on average. Pub food is generally crap. Like, on average, pub food is awful. So what's the best cut of a gag? That's a bit fancy, TK. I mean, if you're comparing maybe to pubs in London, then it's probably going to be better. Because, like... in general, the standards have to be higher because there's higher competition. So the pubs in general, the ones that survive, are better. But just in general, in the UK, my experience, obviously, I can't say for certain, but I've been to a lot of pubs. Pub food here is fantastic. Really, I didn't think you had pubs in America. Is it more like bars and gastro? I suppose Gastro Summit, I forgot what it's called. As long as you don't hang out in a terrible dive. I think we're calling pubs different things though. Because like a bar is not a pub. So like I'd classify a bar and a pub as two different things. And my two pubs are an Irish and an English pub. I must admit, Irish pubs have better food. In any Irish pubs I've actually been to have had pretty good food. I've never had a burger at one though. If it's an Irish pub and they serve stew, I'm having that. So that could be sort of altering the average. We try to get meat. Yeah, bars in a pub can agree more. I don't know if that's like. I don't know if that he's saying that really sarcastically or not. We try to get meat from a local farmer. Is odd though. You see all these happy cows equals better meat. Impossible to go supermarket draft for that. Oh yeah, I mean, well yeah, it's like butchers. Meat from the butchers is far better than meat from a. Well. Actually, well, yeah, it definitely is. It's always better from a butcher than a supermarket. Sadly, there's not many butchers around anymore because supermarkets do so much cheaper that hardly anyone goes to butchers anymore. If it's Irish stew, it must be Wednesday, my childhood in a nutshell. Oh, it's very rare in Essex, out in the country, to find a country pub with subpar food. In Essex in general, probably most rural areas, if pubs don't do good food, they go under. Maybe in Essex, maybe. There's a big difference between the south and the north. So my experience is purely northern, by the way, of course. Midland, more specifically. Yeah, there's far more money down south. There's far more standards down south. 100% stressful environment for the cow all the time. Most pubs around me in the Midlands, almost all pubs are not there for food. They do food, but they're there for getting drunk and drinking a lot of beer. They're not there for food. So I think this is a different, culture, Midland culture or something. So we just have different averages and whatnot. No, they're pubs. They're definitely pubs. Like I said, they all do food, but the food isn't the focus. The quality of the food they don't care about. People are there. Ah, yes, that's probably true. Pubs down here really sell on food, yeah. Ooh. Sent all my local pubs in all booze, football and rugby and karaoke. I think in the north, people get drunk a lot more. I think that's like a big part of it. So they don't really care about the food being that good, on average. There was a really nice pub not far from me. I don't know if it's still there though now, but it has like, I think it might. It's like it's borderline or it is Michelin star, like really good food. There aren't that many pubs with Michelin stars. Like I remember I had an amazing fillet there. If it was nowadays, I would not order the fillet. I never order fillet. If you're going to have steak, have ribeye. I mean, fillet's tasty, but it's not that tasty. It's more about the fact that it doesn't require chewing. Whereas ribeye, a good ribeye, better requires chewing anyway. And it's friggin' tasty, man. Sadly, the tourists spoiled the local pubs in this summer. It's been a great 2 years. No tourists during the lockdown. So that's going to end soon. Oh, that's actually. I wonder how this will affect tourism and stuff. So unfortunately, if the tourists don't come back, then it's going to really affect the economy of your local area. And therefore, it affects stuff like the quality of the food in those pubs and whatnot. So it's a tricky thing. But I feel like you've mentioned that you're from Essex before, ostentatious. I just hadn't remembered, so my apologies about that. Yeah, I've never been to Essex. Here we go, we're almost caught up to where we tried to log into earlier. Told you it was a while back. Transcription of an automatic recording triggered by detection of the keyword goat via the intercom system. Zafir Nabagloa, that goat, there was something odd about it. What do you mean, odd? Had horns, a tail, a goat like any other. But did you see what it did? Goat thing stood around. Exactly, stood in the grass and didn't even take a bite. Maybe it was hungry. Aloji, have you ever seen a goat that wasn't hungry? That's like a calf with two heads. Don't you remember how in 43 the Zlashek goat ate all our grass in the yard, then ate your belt too? You had to truss your trousers up with twine. Don't act like you don't know goats never stop eating. I'm telling you, something with that goat ain't right. But it's a miracle goat. Maybe miracle goats are more particular about what they eat. You old fool, you believe anything. If some pretty young thing lifted a skirt for you, you'd think it was for true love and not for the 6 pounds of dried meat in the larder. Oh right, let's say. Did someone say Essex? No, I'm not from Essex. Xaine. Hey, that's all Malcolm. This started that thing. It's nothing to do with me. I've never been there either. I grew up on a small family farm. Gem. I watched the babies being born. I won't say the rest. City folk get squeamish. City folk, bloody hell. Should probably remove that chip, KJ. Kidding. I don't want to start anything. But I could take you to at least 8 really good pubs near me that have excellent food. Again, that's the thing. You're down south. Kinda. I'd say that's down south. I don't know where the line for Midlands is. The middle or north. But it's definitely north of you. So the theory still fits. Again, I know a number of really good pubs around here, but there are hundreds of pubs around here. I'm talking about an average here. Essex is quite nice. Towie didn't do us any faves at all, but I would take out Cockney accents of the... What? But I would take out Cockney accents of the stuck-up Chelsea posh hooray Henrys any day of the week. What? I think yeah, Essex is showing. I didn't understand half of that. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll be okay. Cow chips, great for the garden. The line for the north is anything north of M25. Yes, that's it. I could never remember where people say this. Like my friend, I've got some friends from Luton, and they always, I think it's M25 that they say as well. And like, because I was saying, like, I'm not northern, I'm from the Midlands. They're like, no, anyone above the M25 is northern. And every time I used to join the voice chat, they'd all go, Brummy! On a poetic note, we are all meat for the grinder. It is up to us to spice things up. That sounds horrendous. Right. I need to do something. Is it down here first? Yeah. There. I think that's good. I don't think I need the second one. Oh, does the second one open that? I think it might. Got a strong deja vu. Been here before? Yes, Gem. When we started the stream and went to this checkpoint, my character was stuck and I couldn't move forward. I reloaded the level, which was the only way to fix it, and it took us a very long way back. Are you kidding me? It took us an hour and a half back of gameplay. Very annoyed. I was bloody raging. I know Scottish person would say bloody. Just say raging. Or fucking raging. Oh wait a minute, well how do I get to that door then? Oh, I think she might have to open it. Please don't do that to me either. Thought Grind was a gay dating app.
Can you see this?
No, where are you?
It looks like a food processing factory.
I can't.
Eva? Eva?
Okay. I've also got a feeling that it might be tastes as well when it comes to the whole burger thing. Why can't I open? I can't get around if they're open. I need to get that though as well. Oh, there we go. Now it's open. If I fall in there, I can't get out either. So I probably shouldn't. Please don't do that to me. GG grinding. Capuchin. Yo, Carmen, how's it going? Awesome to see you. Oh, this is nasty. Jackass. That'll learn you.
Help me!
That's it. Get off.
To be fair, he got his feet on those other bits. It'd probably been fine. Unless it goes in, of course. Oh, yeah. This is where we loaded in. Can you Adam and Eve it? Right, guys. So, welcome to the second part of Paradise Lost. Today we'll be continuing where we left us last week. I'm not. That's why I avoided it.
Eva, can you hear me? I thought I was going to die. I need to tell you something. You saved my life, and not just now. When my mom passed away, I didn't think I could carry on alone. There was no one, nothing left for me to live for. I tried looking for Lucian because I needed someone to be there for me. And that someone was you, not him. I have a goal now. I'm going to find you.
Stain Brum and his businesses exhibits there once a year too, so we got the NEC quote there. Yeah, I was going to say Donington's like 30-40 minutes from Brum, but it's close in regards to how far you normally are from it. Yeah, like Donington, that's the place I go for Download Music Festival every year. That's where we always stop off. After that is when we stop off for Mackey's. Yeah, Donington's great. I've never been for any races there. Ew. But yeah, a few of my friends sometimes do, and they camp out at Silverstone as well. Yeah, stuff's never really interested me, unfortunately. Right, it's all new from here on out, guys. Excitement. A long time in the making. Ooh, what's this? Request letter. According to the settlement office, we are to be supplied with 200 tons of spelt, no later than 3rd of 1st, 1960. No such delivery has been made thus far. This is an urgent matter. I expect a prompt response. Response. Your request has been noted. The delay is due to the unfathomable stupidity of Polish bandits. They wanted to blow up an SS outpost, but their explosives exploded prematurely, destroying a nearby storage facility. That was holding spelt and men for Zulsendorf. We will supply you with the spelt as soon as possible. I mean, to be honest, is it really stupidity to take food away from your enemies? If anything, that is literally one of the first things in the art of war. Like, I think, yeah, one of the first things in Sun Tzu's The Art of War is that wherever possible, instead of hunting for food as a mobile army, you should take the food from your enemy, because then you are weakening them while strengthening yourself. With the same or often less effort than hunting it. I think it starts with something like, feeding an army is tough. Lovely bunch of tomatoes here. We own two as it goes. One is an E46 M3 GTS track car with about 600 HP, and the other is an M4 about 3 years old, near to 680 HP. He owns an auto-enhance M-style, so we tune cars up a lot. I understood none of that. It sounds cool. I was thinking of making a joke about HP meaning health points, but no, it's not. Food storage. That's the place where we store the food. The delicious food. Do 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 dum dum num 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 foodie nums. Don't ask me why I'm opening all the doors. Come on. This way is very well blocked off, hasn't it? Yes, chimney cricket and all that jazz. What's this? People have gone completely fucking nuts with this whole faith of the ancestors thing. They want to make sacrifices. We don't have enough food to just be tossing it away. So the gods may feast. I need to think of something that will satisfy the gods but keep the offerings intact. There has to be a fire. What? There has to be a fire? Otherwise they won't buy it. And when I throw something on it, the flames should spurt up. Maybe some kind of LED thing. I think I saw some light somewhere. Just have to keep the dolts away from the sacrificial fire or they'll catch on. The hallowed tree should be a good spot for making sacrifices. There needs to be a hole behind the fire with a photovoltaic cell hooked up to a circuit, so it sends an impulse that increases the flame underneath. There can be a container for the sacrifices, which will go right back to the storehouse. Damn, if I'd known I'd end up being forced to meddle with electronics, I'd never have decided to become a priest. Wait, oh, so is that not Lucian then? He said priest, so that's the girl's father. So is it not Lucian? Oh, I don't think it is. No, interesting. That original theory, may be out then. Yo, Metal, how's it going, man? That Nip Dip, no, it was tomatoes. You really want Nip Dip, don't you? All the Nip. Serious petrol heads, toys, enjoying good health, and be safe. So, what the Jiminy Cricket's in here? Okay, that looks creepy. Oh. See how close I was to the friggin' end of this bloody feckin' level. God damn it. Ho, 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 ho. What's this? Ah, numero 4.
Level 4. This is where the labs are supposed to be.
Okay.
I knew you'd make it.
Eva?
Yes, I'm here if you need me.
Das ist gut, Eva, das ist gut. Ja. Oh. That is weiß. Is der also tool? Is a live? What do we have?
I don't see a microphone. How are you hearing me?
I don't know.
Oh, what? Attention, Chief Commander of the military colony's top secret is the civilian commandant. A. Demonstrates incompetence, endangers the completion of the Eve project, leads the colony into disarray or places its continued existence in danger, fails to meet production quotas for 3 consecutive months, or B. Exhibits signs of incapacity, mental or physical illness, rendering him incapable of performing his duties. He must be eliminated and replacement chosen. Heil Hitler, Reichsführer S. Heinrich Himmler. I probably shouldn't say the last part. Just in case I'm bloody quoted in some way. I think I avoided saying it in the first part as well, but I've already bloody said it now. Alright. Trouble is, we go through about 100 quid worth of petrol in one day. Holy shit. To be honest, that doesn't surprise me. Me and a friend of mine were on the Autobahn in Germany when we were coming back from Cologne. Going from Cologne through Belgium to back to Calais. And like, when we got on the Autobahn, he's like, I've got to. I've never done it. So I was like, go on then. And he's like, just goes to like, I think 125 or something. Might have been faster than that. But anyway, you could see the petrol bloody... the words escape my mind now. The meter, you know, the petrol thingy. You could see it physically moving. Like it was going down that fast. In a few minutes, we burnt through a quarter of the petrol tank. Ridiculous. Holy crap. It's insane how much it sort of steamrolls going through the petrol the faster you go. Like, fuel gauge, thank you. Things don't come cheap either. Or slicks. Gasometer. Hello, both of you. Trouble is, we go. They're like go-karts with racing slicks on. Slicks. On a hot day, we can keep up with cars worth 10 times as much. Nice. Do hot days just generally give you more traction or something on the tarmac? Hot labs, experiments, vivisection of the horror. Yes. Is this Wolfenstein? No, it's not. It's Paradise Lost. Yeah, we get our racing tyres second hand, very expensive. We need about 3 or 4 sets of the day. Holy crap, that's crazy, man. It's mental. Oh, a key.
How are you talking through this?
Oh, not
What
a
do
key.
you mean?
What is?
It looks like a portable camera.
That's so cool. Now I'll be able to see everything you see.
Can you open the gate for me?
Yeah, I can, but I need its serial number. Try looking for an electrical panel connected to it.
Okay, schnitzel.
The electrical panel should be connected to...
The elevator's stuck.
I think it's the same one that you took before. If it hadn't broken down, I might never have found you.
Electrical panel. There
Hold
we are.
still. I have to type it in. Okay, got it. It should be open now. We're unstoppable.
Hey, ooh, this looks awful. It's dangerous. Oh, that's not creepy. I can see everything you can see.
I heard everything you said down there in that food processing place.
Yeah, melt the rubber and get a better grip. Yeah.
Oh, I just wanted to tell you that I understand. I know what it's like to be left alone. Things start making sense and you think everything's hopeless, but you have to keep going. Especially now, when we are so close. The control room is somewhere on this level.
It seems insane that there'd be roots this far down. This is like 4 very high floors beneath the surface. It's probably more like what we'd consider about 12 stories down. Why would you get tree roots at this? Is that a thing? I don't think it was, but I'm no... I don't know, what do you call it? I've forgotten the bloody word for that now as well. I want to say herbologist, but that's Harry Potter. Genetic engineered mutant plant. Could be. There we go. Oh, there's trees here, that's why.
Incredible. How
That
deep
makes sense.
underground are we?
I'm not sure.
This is cool though. Totem! We have made a totem splashdown. Shadingus, what's this? Oh no, let's... Oh, I can't get out now. I've got to go this way. Dang it! Let's go back. Son of a bitch, really? Why to look over there?
Are those the labs?
Absolute penis.
Looks more like a prison to me.
So this is where they kept the criminals.
I don't seem to have any control over this place. Its core architecture is much older than anything else around here. It's not even connected to the mainframe.
Know a lot
You
about
know a
this
lot
stuff.
about this stuff.
Well, I have a lot of time on my hands just sitting here.
Webermacht sab Techlen no idea. Clip. Szene attempts to read German and fails miserably. Ah, das ist die Experimentation. Oh, there's got to be a way to open these doors remotely then or something. Because there's stuff in there to check out. Probably from here. Oh yeah, oh! We have a place with some kind of ink or something? I wonder what it is. Spiritus Immundus. But I still assume it's... Oh, actually, no, it could be... I've got no idea, actually. Certainly not for exorcisms. Rules and
They
regulations.
needed permission to go downstairs. They were issued a one-use punch card for good behavior. So, if we want to go downstairs, we'll have to find an unused punch card. Try opening up the cells.
Oh, so they are prison cells. It's so weird. Each matron taking part in the Quelled Intelligenze program will be granted a one-use punch card for good behavior. A one-use punch card can be exchanged for a visit to the first floor of the complex. Upon me, good behavior merits can be gained by abiding by the following rules. Curfew. Matrons may not leave their rooms between 9 and 6:30. Hygiene. Matrons are required to maintain good personal hygiene. Cleanliness will be monitored by the superintendent. Medicine intake. Each matron will be prescribed a course of medication by their attending physician. Matrons must follow the medication intake as instructed. Yes. Nutrition. Matrons are required to eat all of the food that is brought to them by the superintendent. The above-mentioned rules are subject to change by the attending physicians. Not abiding by the instructions of the attending physicians may be punishable by death. So yeah, they are prisoners, but they're being experimented on. I'm guessing this is where they brought the Polish women. Some of the Polish women and stuff that they want in the children. As part of their experiments on the brain stoof. Gene splicing Valkyries. What? Jiminy Crockett. We're so all into all a good cookie. Yo! Devante, how's it going, man? I'm just need to go through here first. Crossed into the Himmler zone. You can engineer me plant. It's probably Nosferatu inside there that they were experimenting on. Yeah. This is fancy, isn't it? Oh, ah. Oh, so I can get through there now, okay. Scratter. Hello, right there. Open the doors.
Let's grab the punch card and get out of here.
This is when Nemesis walks in. I hope you saved your gas rounds.
But the prisoners who were kept here were all fertile women.
Why?
I don't know.
So, dear Professor, as a specialist in the field of dentistry, I would like to turn your attention to the teeth-related aspects of your program. Research has shown over 90% of Polish women suffer from tooth decay and other dental diseases, negatively affecting their reproductive capacity. Dental diseases delay the onset of pregnancy and are significant factors in miscarriages and low birth weight. Oral hygiene must be meticulously maintained during pregnancy. Bile spat up during morning sickness destroys enamel. Women must rinse their mouths with water after each expulsion. I suggest each woman admitted to the program undergoes full dental treatment before being sent to the farm. Once there, they must be supplied with oral hygiene supplies and supervised in their use. Yeah, I'm not saying the last bit again. So yeah, sent to the farm. We must send the breeders to the farm. Because we are just the fucking worst. Right. Remember, peeps show some love spot. Ah, yeah, hit the likes. Like, thumbs up, bruh. What? You can tell it's getting late, bruh. Well, that was bloody fast, wasn't it?
Looks like it's all used up.
Oh, bugger. Well, isn't that a slam-dazzy tickle in the bollocks? Yes. Quite the balls tickler, that. What they used to call old Maisie, the balls tickler.
Those
She wasn't a fan.
paintings.
Read about them.
My mom used to draw something like that.
It's probably just a coincidence.
Is it there? Quite pretty, very vibrant. What? Oh yes, I'm sure she was quite fertile. Dr. Slava.
That's my mom's name.
Oh dear Slava, sorry.
She was one of the prisoners. Why did she never mention it to me?
What do you want to talk about this place?
No sirree, Jiminy Bob. I'm forever grateful for what you did for me. I'm not sure why I'm giving her this voice. He looks exactly how I remember him. I was terrified when I realized that I was starting to forget him. But now, thanks to you, I don't have to worry anymore. You'll always be with me. I'm writing this to you because I know you don't like to talk about it, but I hope one day you also get to experience what it means to be a mother. Those brief moments that we share with our children make all the suffering we go through worthwhile. I'm praying to any god that is listening that they bless you with a child. Yours, Zeusia. I remember peeps... Oh, sorry. I must say this game brings out the darkest self in me, and I'm already a Vanta Black Dark. I'm not sure what Vanta Black Dark is, but... But yeah, it's bringing out the messed up humour in me, to be fair.
That's a lot of crossword puzzles.
It sure is. Funny how you could see those when I couldn't with your magic bloody camera.
Okay. A 4-letter word for heaven it's not.
Hell.
That's it. Damn, even the crossword puzzles here are depressing.
I'm just looking. Where even was that? There isn't a 4-letter option anywhere on this crossword. The smallest is 5. Those I call shenanigans. Shenaniganerons. What are they like? I'm just making sure. No, there's no 4. There's only 5s. There's bastards.
Okay. A 4-letter word for heaven it's not.
What's weird you did this woman?
Hell.
That's it. Damn, even the crossword puzzles here are depressing.
She's reading the backside. I remember peeps show some... Oh, I don't know why I keep reading that. My apologies, guys. Bubbity-boo. Oh, it's been bloody punched as well.
This one is just
Welcome
up.
back, Beebs, by the way. Should I say. At this rate, we'll bloody never find one. Should lose its... Oh, this might be one. Day 3. It is my 3rd day here, and still I marvel at the conditions in this place.
Outside the prison seems like a better option.
That's pretty bad. Everything is clean to the point of sterility. The Germans treat us with a measure of politeness, and the food is fantastic. I've never eaten such frequent, delicious, filling meals. Plus, they see we get enough physical activity and maintain proper hygiene. They even make sure we brush our teeth after every meal. Before I was brought here, they subjected me to every medical examination imaginable. It would all be like a wonderful vacation, except I still do not know where I am, nor why I'm here, and I have no one to talk to about it at all. I share my room with Steffa, but as soon as we enter, she begins crying into her pillow. I try to speak to the other girls in the cafeteria, but they only point to the walls with an uneasy look in their eyes. Is someone eavesdropping? It seems I will have to survive a while long before without conversation. At least I have you, dear diary. Well, it's only day 3. I'm sure she started crying soon enough after. It's okay, people on bed to slurk. What's that? Oh, I've been lurking, been doing some OBS testing. So nice, nice. Here we go. It's got the second
Look,
use.
this one hasn't been used at all. We could leave now.
The women here were only allowed to go downstairs
Yo,
a
off
couple of
flat. How's it going, man?
times. And this woman never even used her pass.
Did I miss you coming in, Arflet? Sorry about that, man. Shabba dooba doo 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 ba doo doo, then you wouldn't have to shabba so long. Let us shabba. Let us dee mega doo doo.
I'm
Yo,
glad
lads
that's
from
over.
Dodo.
Wait, that tree? It looks familiar.
It is a tree. Love life. Come on. Check the view out, chaps. Well, except the windows are all crusted up.
This is it? This is what they were denied? The right to meet their own children?
Oh
No,
shit.
I've tried to be brave, but this is too much for me. Call for me when you're out of there.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. Well, I mean, the whole thing's fucked up to begin with, but yeah, it all comes back to this. Just, it's easy. It's not just not caring for the individual either. It's easy to do whatever you want to do when you never think of the individual and you devalue them as human. You think of them as less than. And if you think you can do so in so many ways, whether they are in some way victimizing you, then you can see them as less than human and basically just, what's the word? Like, you can make whatever you do, you can justify whatever you do, and it's frighteningly easy for this kind of thing to happen. It's just like anyone could get their head in that way, and I truly believe that, like, anyone could in some way. Everyone likes to think they're better than this, but this is just human nature. It's possible. There are very few people who would actually stop this kind of thing. You lose empathy for others, it's easy for that stuff to happen, yeah. I think the tree denotes a family tree or a genetic link from the past to the future. Ah, okay. Same with serial killers, no empathy for others. Well, the thing is, that's a different thing though, isn't it? That's like, most people do have empathy. But there's no empathy when you don't think of the person as human or as a thing deserving of it and stuff. Trista appears in Attack on Titan 2. Oh, by the way, I have not seen any of the latest season, so like last year's episodes or whatever, or maybe the year before now, I'm not sure. So, no spoilers, please, God there. I really need to catch up on that. It's one of my favourite series. It's one of those things that I never get time to watch something serious. So the time I do have to watch stuff, I always want something chilled out that I don't have to think about. So watch stuff like Fruit of Evolution, which is glorious trash. Instructions concerning the selection of children in the Quelled Intelligence program. Children involved in the program must pass a rigorous selection process. As a first step, children with Aryan traits should be identified. They will be passed to real German families, or once the program is underway, to the colonists. The remaining children should, by the time they are 5 years old at the latest, be split into 3 groups. Those with above average intelligence, as measured on the disc, Deutsch Intelligenz, I'm not read that, subjected to programming. Those with normal intelligence prepared for field labour or factory work, those in any manner retarded placed in the T4 program. Note, Point C does not apply to autistic children. They are difficult to manage but score impressively in testing. Bloody hell. See, they're just like rating. It's the. Why do I watch programs of serial killers? To chill out. Because you relate to them, Namkin. Yeah, they dehumanize them, yeah. Yo Minotaur, by the way. And he's on me yet? No. It was crazy, even with 3090 you still get the occasional frame rate drops in the game. Mental. Oh yeah, I mean, I would imagine that's not the 3090. Although it is fairly warm. I think it's just an incredibly unoptimized game. So it, it just uses the resources really badly or something. It is a like a very small, probably made by just a very tiny team. The Milgren experiment showed how easy people can abandon their morals when told by an authority figure to do something. Is this that one where it's like supposed to be a prison or something? No, an experiment with two like people were split up into two with no actual reasoning. It was random, and they had one half had to be in charge of the other half or something. I wish to inform you that Ulrika Haas, one of our educators, has grown louder in expressing her discontent with the conditions at our school. She feels that cosy environs, exquisite food, learning through play, frequent physical activity, ample leisure time, and state-of-the-art medical care should not be wasted on Slavic swine. Bloody Christ. She complains that her own children, Aryans, who can trace their heritage back to at least 7 generations, live much more modestly and without such extensive pedagogical aids. For some reason, I'm not picturing how you should say that word. Furthermore, their education is frequently interrupted by the need to take shelter from enemy bombing raids. Dr. Hans Fuchs, Director of Upbringing. There are many variations on that experiment, all depressing as hell, yeah. Yeah, there's this one video where like the dude explains and basically proves that if you were in Nazi Germany, the chances of you going along with everything is pretty much 100%. I mean, it's a pretty horrendous and kind of like, it's kind of a semi-soul destroying thing to think about, to realise. Everyone keeps it in themselves that maybe I wouldn't have been one of those. I'd have been one of the very rare few that would have spoken out. But obviously, by statistics, most people aren't. And I think it's less of a thing that you should think about as being depressing and horrible, and more as just a thing that it's like a thing worth keeping in your mind as never repeating. Just using as a way to, well, I know I'm capable of this. If you know what you're capable of, you can be better. If you don't think you're capable, you can easily slide into those things and just telling yourself, no, I'm not like that. I'll never be like that when you're doing it. Spoken out and died. Oh, what's that? Everyone needs to... Oh, sorry, what's this? That's JP, yeah. But everyone needs to understand, same as everyone needs to study the atrocities that happened. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know who said it. I just didn't want to bring it up because, I don't know, he's a controversial person. Philip Zombardo was the one that did Stanford Prison Experiment. I'll check that out. What I find weird is how so many serial killers seem to enjoy a bit of necrophilia. Oh, every time I hear the word necrophilia now, I just think of... damn it, what's his name? Scottish comedian. Used to be on Mock the Week. Basically, he's a joke. Someone brought the necrophilia and it was like, a truly victimless crime.
Eva,
Yes?
could you open the door for me like you did before?
Are you sure you want me to do that? Knowing this place, it can be anything good.
Yes, I do.
Thank you, yeah, Frankie Ball.
Okay, then.
Well, last year they found some children on an abandoned island. They had been living there for months and no Lord of the Flies scenario unfolded. There is hope for humanity. Oh, yeah, I mean... Yeah, Pete... Like... If it would always go to, like, Lord of the Flies, then humanity wouldn't have got this far. But, yeah... I suppose he could have still got that far. And a lot of human history is very much killing the dissenters. But.
What is this?
They were inseminating women here. It's horrible. I knew coming in here was a bad idea.
Milligram experiment was the one where people were told to shock and increasing intensity the test subject when he answered questions incorrectly. Oh, bloody hell. Well, crikey. Can't... yeah, there's nothing here to touch.
A classroom?
Yes, sir. I wish to call your attention. A matter which I believe is of the utmost importance to the program you oversee. Cardigan research by Helga Goebbels indicates teaching children to play musical instruments has a very positive effect on intelligence, particularly their linguistic ability and spatial perception. This research's findings and methodology can be found in Helga Goebbels' fascinating doctoral dissertation, written by the young woman under the tutelage of my husband and soon to be defended. Thus, out of concern for the proper mental development of our young colonists, I asked that a grand piano be included in the colonist supplies. For such, an instrument provides the best way to practice one's scales and thus enter the broader musical world. My husband is a fervent proponent of this idea. I assume that actually has some solid fact behind it, the whole musician thing, just because you find that in a lot of countries where like the elite will always ensure that their child has like put a lot of time into music and musical instruments, and it often doesn't matter what.
I think this is the way out.
From the looks of it, the control room should be just beyond the dam.
I should have stuck with bloody guitar and trumpet, shouldn't I? Might have been
There
smarter.
was a merry-go-round like that near my house. My mom never let me play on it.
If you want, we can come back here later.
No,
It's never
that's
easy,
okay.
is it? You'll have to find a way around.
Oh, that's actually the way down. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a beautiful like just art in this game. mean, you'll jump off anything without a care in the world, but you walk down a ladder at bloody half a metre an hour. Ooh, look at that water. That's some shiny ass water, yeah, with all reflections and shit.
What is this place?
This is what's in the thumbnail.
Eva?
I grew up here.
Oh shit.
Didn't you say that you grew up in a village in the mountains?
I did.
And you thought this was it?
Szymon, this isn't funny. What is going on here?
I don't know.
It's beautiful. Oh, that's weird with the sound just going. I mean, the post-apocalyptic world, finding this would be amazing. As in, you know, for the actual, what is here to be able to use. Although, it would be bloody depressing just being on your own.
Are you sure this is the place?
You probably
It
wouldn't stay
is.
along, would you?
At least I think it is. I don't know what to believe anymore.
I think that would be the hardest part by far in like post-apocalyptic world. Just trying to find people, like a reason to actually keep going. I never used to think about that kind of thing. From once you say, Right, Almighty Velez, old Mrs. Piasnik begrudged you a sacrifice. I heard her say it. Told her husband he was a fool to give you meat. Why not old bread if we got to give something, she said. Or anyways, she only gives anything so people don't call her cheap. So please, Mighty Velez, punish her like she deserves, bloody hell, and reward me for your faithful servant, always looking after you with health, good fortune, and that ring with the red gem Mrs. Piasnik got off that German woman and surely does not deserve. Bloody hell. Look at that spelling as well. And not having internet. I mean, nah. I wouldn't care about not having internet. It would be the fact that that would also mean you're cut off from other people in the world type thing. That I think would be the worst part. But I hate YouTube removing the dislikes. They should show moderators and channel owners them. Do they not? You know what? While we're actually here and thinking about the subject, let's just have a quick look. Do content. You can still see dislikes in the back end as the creator. Yeah. Well, I can on the old content. Let's have a look. It's... Can I... Is it showing me for this one yet? Oh, well. It showed me 12 likes and no dislikes for this one. But to be fair, most of the streams on this channel, yeah, they're all 100%. So I haven't had any dislikes on these. So yeah, I'd say it still shows you in the back end, just not on the channel page. Yeah, it'll get you all in time. No, I can't see dislikes on normal pages. I haven't been able to for like 4 or 5 days now. But I just can in the back end, because it makes sense that the creator can in the back end. Rolling the new changes out, the only way is to go to studio. Oh yeah, that's what I meant, the studio, yeah. You can see it in that. And reward me your faithful servant, right. I don't just hit you. Oh really? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's been 5 days now for me. I don't know if it's even hit beeps yet. I heard her say it. Yeah. That's the thing. That's one of the...
This place looks really nice.
You don't have to humor me. I wonder what happened to all the people who lived here with me. It looks like they're gone for good.
That was one of the huge issues with the, well, one of the big, like, things in the Soviet Union, wasn't it? That every third person was an informant. So most families were 3+. So, on average, every family had at least one informant. And it's like, so no person can trust anyone. Horrendous. It's like same in like North Korea. Like the families can't trust each other. It's like, what kind of life is that? Build a statue like it's no small thing. Don't get me wrong, I've built all sorts of crap in my time, but when I framed and roofed a summer villa for the chief of police in Oshwishim, he nearly wet himself with admiration when he saw it. I stayed out of the camp because of that. Unlike my predecessor, we botched the job. Those forms I made outside Lagota for the underground bunkers that housed Major Speedy's partisans, they took a bombing and still didn't bust. But a statue? What am I? Some kind of log-chopping woodcarver? No, I'm a carpenter, damn it. Lucian might know his stuff about the gods, but he doesn't know his shit about wood. Although, I suppose, when the gods are involved, it's best not to make a fuss. Oh well, guess I'll hack out that statue for him. What's that? Highest we got on a 3-hour live stream was 155 thumbs down. What? And 101 thumbs down for an hour stream. What stream were you doing? That's insane. Zane, have a look at them wood carvings on poles for me. Right, so there's these. It's pretty cute. Shit daisy. Got some totems everywhere. They are pretty cool, to be fair. Any stoof? Well, actually, I didn't. Did I fully check this room? I think I did. Yeah. I need to carve some of them. Hells yeah, man, that'd be cool. What kind of sadomasochist are you wanting the dislikes? I wasn't wanting dislikes. Or is that what TK said or something? Oh, I have one hater on all my videos, always dislikes it as soon as I put it up. I have usually a minimum of 8 on all of my Zaine's World No Man's Sky videos, specifically. That said person or bot does not pop by for Valheim. But is always there within seconds of a No Man's Sky video releasing, no matter what time. So, bot, probably. And it's always like 8 immediately. Oh, I can't get in there. Oh, is there toilets? Oh, the toilets. Move recommendation regarding the evil that men do. Das Leben, das Anderen. The life of others. Would you be able to... Actually, could you either DM me on Discord that, or maybe just pop it in the movies channel? As with a reference to this stream or something, just so I know what it is. Because if it's just in chat, I'll never remember that like. Ooh. Ah, puppy. Dee dee shabba doo doo. Place is massive. I suppose it was a village, wasn't it? EK. Oh,
those are my
that
initials.
Did you do that?
No, Antek carved it for me. He got such a talking to after.
What does the K stand for?
I don't remember.
Oh, cute. I'm guessing it's been so long here, although his mother was here, so can't have been that long since, though. So she may not be a brain in a jar, but yeah, it can't be good. Let's check this central pipe. Great fellas, grant me the gift of motherhood. Let me save at the sides of my own child as he learns to walk and talk, as he grows and supports me and my husband in our old age. I tried treating myself with primrose oil, flaxseed oil, and chaste wood extract. An herbalist friend gave me a mixture of lady's mantle, yarrows, rue leaves, yellow melilot, lavender, calamus root, marigold flower, hops, and rosehip. Nothing helped. The years go by, and I fear my womb will still be barren. I vow if I am granted offspring, I will raise them to revere and worship you to the end of their days. You are my last hope. Should Daisy. Ooh, lavender. What is that little lavender plant? It's very small, bro.
And what's here?
This is where we used to gather. My father performed rituals at that altar.
No way, that's a cool carving. Look at that. That's badass. That is so cool. Apple Geck, like, even you don't like the video, you don't have to click dislike. I think my hater is another MT hunter. My video earlier has already got 2 dislikes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was thinking you make a joke about him pressing dislike. Yeah, people like that, unfortunately. Bob Ross was second coming and nobody realised. Oh, Jesus. So we finally see a Bob Ross painting in a game. Movie recommendation regarding the evil. Agree. Right. What's this?
They were preparing a ritual for a successful journey.
So they left without you?
It looks like they didn't finish the ceremony. It's missing some offerings. Without them, their journey won't be successful.
So, do you want me to finish the ceremony?
You know what? Yes, I do.
What do we need?
2 things. An animal offering and a sacred item. What should we start with?
Let's start with a sacred item. But what makes an item sacred?
Not an animal.
It's an item that's been blessed by the pastor.
Your father.
Exactly. I know just where to find one. Go to the living quarters. You'll find it there.
What am I looking for?
My hairpin.
Your hairpin is a sacred item?
It was carved from a holy tree.
Douche. Oh, it might have been further back here. Wait, what's this? Did I not read this? Oh, I did. This was when I first came in, so it's actually, yeah, it's way further. We'll be this way.
Go straight ahead. We can grab that sacred item.
What does the hairpin look like?
My father carved it in the shape of a bison. At least that's what he said it was. This is where I last saw it.
I can't find it.
I guess we'll have to find something else instead.
How about the ring on the drawer?
Yes, that could work. You just have to bless it, but that's not going to be difficult. Now let's look for an animal offering. There's a workshop behind the stage. We'll find it there. I wonder what happened to that hairpin.
Maybe they took it.
No, they knew how important it was to me.
Maybe it's
I'm
on
sure
your
it will
body.
turn up somewhere.
She said to go behind. So is this
So we're
behind?
not going to finish the ritual
Oh.
after all? I mean, if that's what you want.
I'm glad he gave me the warning. So to go behind here. Do 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 do. Oh, is there a fish? Das Fisch. Marbles? Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe I have to put this ring here first. Dang it. He said they get behind here, though. Oh, another cool base. Man, that's pretty cool. Oh, maybe in... Oh, I don't know then. Surely. Maybe a fish could survive this, I don't know. Where do I put the ring? Ring-a-ding-dong, baby. Ring-a-ding. Dang it, yeah, I've no idea where to go at the moment. She said behind the thing, didn't she? Or did she not say behind the ritual thing? I'm a bit confused now. Because we came down here. This is the closest to behind that I can think of. Surely we can't get behind it without going through that bit that she's like, I guess we're not doing it then. Me. Does anyone realise that's what she sounds like? They can't get through there. Oh, maybe here? Oh no. Can I not get around there? Was it behind here? Is there another way? There's got to be another way. Dang it, what the schnell? I wonder if there's any way... I suppose if we can't find it soon, I'll just Google it. This isn't a game that it's like... You're supposed to think long and hard to like achieve finding things out and shit. Yeah, I'm gonna Google it. So, Paradise Lost, animal sacrifice. Right, animal Paradise Lost, the game. Animal sacrifice. There we go. Walk through Paradise Lost game. No read. Found a walkthrough. Is there a all levels? Diddly-do. Again, adoption. Exeter, walk on the pad, boat. Oh, that might actually be a different thing. Pick up the portable camera. Okay, yeah, okay, I found it. Definitely in the building. Insert the pass into the reader, get into an elevator and get on stage. You can inspect the floor or medium move on to the exit of the building. Ever will warn you by saying that you will not find anything good here. Regardless, you can still ask the girl to open the doors. In the building, get downstairs. The small settlement. If you report as you grew up here, you may also ask you to perform a ritual for it. You will need to get a sacred item, a sacrificial animal. The animal's in the room behind the wall in front of the idol. In a room behind the wall in front of the idol. Okay. So, like here. Over there. Was this a room I hadn't been to then? Maybe. This?
Are you sure this will work?
What?
Don't worry, it's just about symbolism. It
Oh,
looks
okay.
like we have everything. We can go back to the altar now.
Yeah, I would have
Oh,
never,
there's so many toys there.
I would have
All
never
the
thought it
children
wasn't an
grew
actual
up,
animal.
And because of the radiation, no new ones were born. The youngest was Antek. When he turned 12, he became an adult. They shaved his head and put all the toys in one place for future children.
No, what?
Put the offerings in the bowls.
They didn't give me the option to choose
Now
one.
bless the items and the ritual will be complete.
How do I do that?
Just say a few words. Something profound. The gods like that.
How about... No matter how dark the night, a new day's sun will rise.
Yeah, that works. I think we did it. Their journey should be successful now. Wherever they went. Thank you for doing this for me.
Thank you, Rachel, yeah.
Since you grew up here, and the people from that recording moved here, did you recognize any of them? Like Lucian?
That scientist? I don't remember anyone like that. At least I don't think I do.
It reminds you of the Myst series of puzzle games. You have never played Myst. A janky ritual. Right. Shabba, let's head on, my wayward son. For there will be peace when you are done. Lay off where I had to roost.
I'm glad that we finished the ritual. Their journey should be safe now. And maybe ours will be too.
You never know. You daring never, Scooby. Wasn't that a howdy, Scooby?
And what's here?
Something isn't right about this place.
What do you mean?
I just don't remember being here.
Well, this is mighty dangerous, all that glaze. More totems.
The tree.
The tree.
It's the same as the one in your mom's drawings. That's Lucian, the man you're looking for. And there's Dominica. They look like they were friends.
He changed.
He definitely got older. Oh, that is one cute baby.
That's him.
So nice. Your photo fits the empty space, but that doesn't make any sense. It would mean that the baby is you?
That is correct. You are my sister. My gosh darn sister. What a world. A scientist becomes the priest. Oh no way, that kind of looks like Groot. Groot head.
I can't imagine what you're going through learning that Lucian is your father.
He will never be my father. And I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, just... Yeah, okay.
I thought we already knew that. I wonder.
It must be your father's... Oh, I mean, Lucian's study.
I meant a books, man. This dude was book smart, that's for sure. Scooby. I leave this with
Who's
you.
he trying to save?
When the time comes, it is the gods who will judge my actions. I will stand before them, and I will look them in the eyes, and I will not blink, because I know that one cannot have a higher purpose than devoting their whole life to saving their loved ones. I mean, it's virtuous, provided you're actually saving them.
Bracia I siostry. Yes, much better. Bracia I siostry. Recently, there have been many events that have left us at a loss for words. Things that lack any rational explanation. Recoveries from illness that seemed impossible. The appearance of farm animals that were thought to be extinct. I have long believed that someone has been watching over us. Still, I was afraid to share my thoughts. That is, until now.
Lucian!
Fate has brought us here, to the land of Veles, the Slavic god of water and the underworld.
Lucian, obiad.
Give me a moment, please. You know, I get nervous before these things.
I'm sorry, just hurry up, it's getting cold.
What's this about? Brothers and sisters, we do not know when we shall leave this bunker. I'm not sure I've added some weird, like, fake vibrato here, but we must fend for ourselves. No, I won't keep doing that. And it warms my heart to see the spirit of camaraderie among us each and every day. Yet events have transpired that are hard to explain rationally. Lorenz found a new tunic when his old one could no longer be patched up. Zub found a new hoe after her old one broke. Giggity. And Jedrick Plekhov returned to health, though we never knew what afflicted him or how to cure it. The list goes on. I have the feeling that someone is watching over us, and recently he has given us a sign. Fate's tangled paths have brought us to the kingdom of Veles, the Slavic god of waters, of the waters of the underworld, yet also of song and poetry. I feel it is he who is behind all of these marvels. He is giving us signs that we will believe. Let us erect, giggity, an altar and statue to worship him, so that we may win his favour and his aid. Yes. Beebs would be... Would that be a scientist? What? Oh, good lord. You're so dirty, Devontae. Giggity goo. Well, there's another thing down here. To the other thing, I assumed this was a side door to check out before we carried on. Let's check the other bit out. I think they meet up, to be honest, with how the doors went, but just to be sure, we can go down here and be checking it out and whatnot. Oh, look at that, the totems. They're all carved and cool and such. That's maddening. Look at all of them. There's just so many. Really? Oh, son of a bitch. There's not even anything to click here. That's really annoying. God damn it. I need to watch Home Improvement again. It's been like since I was a very young child since I saw that. It was glorious. Such a weirdly sort of, I don't know, just good old fashioned wholesome programming. Yeah. Tim Allen's had some weird things, like the whole cocaine dealer thing for as an actor. But he makes some good, he's made some really good content. And it's always really weirdly wholesome. But actually, if you think about it, there's a lot of particularly nasty people who made wholesome stuff.
Can we talk about what just happened?
I don't think he's
I don't
particularly
think I
nasty.
want to. Let's just focus on our goal. The console room should be close.
Sure.
Oh,
You
yeah.
said you live here with other people?
As far as I remember,
Don't want to walk through until they've
Where did
finished
they all
talking.
go?
they must have left just before you got here.
I don't think you're telling the truth.
How beautiful this is. It's crazy.
So, you grew up here, underground. Do you remember the world outside?
Sure I do. Before the bombs hit, I had a normal life on the surface.
Before the bombs hit? Wasn't that like 20 years ago? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Interesting. Do-do-do-do-do. Skee-ba-doo-boo, maga-dee-dee, maga-doo-doo. We've got loads of, like, I don't know. These look like the type of shrines you'd see in like East Asian culture, for like the dead, shrines to the dead, where you like light some incense or something. On I think it's at least every day. Some people like do it a lot more often. Isn't it to like welcome the dead back into your home? You open the door and light incense to allow their soul back in for that night or day or something. And then you have to do something to like let them back out again or something. Oh, puppy. Puppy. Doggos are the best creatures. They're just so innocent. And... oh, okay, we can get that one. Sage and open doors to get the spirit out. Yeah, but isn't that more of... isn't that more like exorcism-y though, as opposed to like East Asian shrine thing? That's the... I really don't know, I'm just thinking. Things we can't actually see anything in these. Cleansing, really, yeah. Yeah, did sage as a cleansing herb, like, did that start with Scandinavian?
No.
That was your friend, wasn't it?
Was he really so young when it happened?
And what happened? Eva?
I don't know anything about exorcisms. Wham bam, thank you man. Said wham bam, thank you man. So I think like old Nordic ceremonies and stuff used like burning herbs. I assume probably sage and stuff because that's from around European area, isn't it? I think. For like cleansing the area before like sacrifices and stuff. Ooh, that's a big drop. Careful now, kiddo. You watch. You won't be careful. Just see. What kind of little psychopath jumps up that like that?
Is this the right path?
But barely
I don't know.
moves at a speed going down a ladder. You hang off, then you drop. Shorten the distance by entire body length. The Schnell, bruh. The Schnell.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Oh,
It can't be much further.
Please, you need to help me.
I don't know how.
We're walking into light, guys.
Eva? Your name's on the grave. What's going on here?
I don't remember. I don't want to remember.
Fernanda? That's his name. You're his daughter.
Stop it. I don't want to hear it. You should never have come here.
But you wanted me to help you.
You can't help me. No one can. This place was built on lies and death. There's only pain here. I'm not going to suffer anymore. I'm shutting it down. It's over. You hear me? It's over.
Eva? Eva? If he's your father, then I will save you, sis. whether you want me to or not.
No way. I was thinking, due to last time, do we leave it here, just in case we get screw-ups? I don't know how much is left of the game, that's the issue. This could be the last chapter, it could be last but 3. And judging by how long it's taken, it'll take 1 to 1.5 hours to do the chapter. Quick look only, no mention of anything outside of our culture for origination. Okay, so, getting strong Senua vibes. Oh yeah, with the, yeah. It's, I'd be surprised if he was under psychosis. It's called, because based on the story, I'm pretty sure that she is a brain acting as a processor for the computer that controls this building. From what we've seen in the story. I think you're close. Just thinking, screw it, it's 20 to the normal finish time. I don't mind going a little bit over. I can't go much over today. I've got to be up fairly early tomorrow. Well, actually, I'm going to be up that early. I could get up an hour later. So I've got an appointment in the afternoon tomorrow before the stream. Yeah, this is very urgent, isn't it, here? So, yeah. Yeah, we're probably close to whatever this is. Let's carry on, screw it. It'd be annoying to go half an hour next week and then it's over. Plus, to be honest, I really want to find out what the hell's going on. Oh. I must admit, I didn't think this game, like a game like this, would grip me so much. But I'm very intrigued on what the hell's been happening. Provided it delivers. If it doesn't deliver, I'm a bit pissed. Yes, I'm that annoying person that doesn't really get annoyed by the siren and just joins in. Me. Has there been zombies yet? There has not. No zombies yet, Arflet. There's been talk of zombies, but it's more turning Nazi soldiers into zombies. Oh, shit. Via... I bet this one will close when we get there as well. By the use of a mixture of cocaine and some other drugs to make them not feel pain and stuff. No, don't give Xaine a new earworm to do on streams. What? What, on streams? I was going to go... Nah. Oh, that'd be amazing. Just from now on, every so often streams, just hear me go... Nah. Oh, god damn it. That'd be hilarious. Although, I would have never considered it as a thing before, but it's unfortunately, it's in my head as a potential thing now. You've done it now, TK. It's all your fault. Well, this is fracking crazy, baby. Anything around here out window? No, das ist nothing. Do you speak? Wake. What? It's wake. Come on. Get down there, buddy boy. What's going on? Oh, do I need to call it up or something? Is there a button? There is not das Button. The Schnell? Nah. Come on, you jumped off higher things. Yeah, left click. this is time for the left click. There we go. I was using the left click macro that did it a lot. See? Got no problem jumping there because he does not care about his bones. Bones. Oh, what happened there? Oh, what? Good textures. See tree again. Right, what's this? I can't bloody read it like. Keys? Something. Spoople? That's why we call it spoople, Piper. You can spoople on the dupes. Now, new thing around here. What around here? I'm just generally impressed with this game, with the level of detail in the actual environment. Oh, that was weird. There's a weird FOV zoom effect then, like a parallaxing effect. Is really cool. The really good example of it is in Guardians of the Galaxy #2. Oh, spoiler alert! Where Thingy's with celestial dude on the planet, and then he realizes a certain thing, and at that point the camera, I believe the camera moves toward him while zooming out, so it's zoomed in and far away at the start, and then the camera moves towards him at the same rate that it zooms out, so the FOV changes, so behind him the background changes like shape and size, whereas he stays the same. Such a cool effect. Love it. Yeah, no effect. Shock, a film Xaine has watched. What? I've watched so many films, Gag, it's ridiculous. I just haven't watched every film. I don't know if you know, but you probably watched not that many films out of how many have been made. Actually, I still have my DVD collection somewhere. It's like over 1,000 DVDs in it. And I've seen them all, of course. That is from when I was a lot younger. Have you seen the new Dune yet, Xaine? No. I haven't had a chance. There's no way to see it online or anything. I've watched them all. Oh, here we go. That kicking hot tune is now gone. Oh, is that what it's called? The dolly zoom? Pioneered by Hitchcock. Ah, yes, that makes sense. Have you seen the new Bond yet? I haven't. No, you told me I've got to watch like the last 5 Bonds if I want to watch the new one. I haven't seen any since like Casino Royale, so. Gex telling me it's a big old story.
So we'll be together. I made sure of that. But I can't shake the feeling that I'm forgetting something. Stop. The faithful need not be afraid. The faithful are protected. It's cause and effect. Cause and effect. As for the others, we must hope for the best and prepare for the worst. If anything happens, just remember to monitor their heart rates. There's no need for anything drastic. Welcome to our humble home. My heart rejoices to see us all together as sisters and brothers. You were all summoned here to proclaim your allegiance to the gods. That was the agreement, and you have stood by your word. We who have been blessed by the gods will prove the power of our faith to the doubtful.
Even then, a man who thinks he's of God makes him a higher class than the others. A security scan at the guard post takes place with the colonist Dominica. The village security scan of the village takes place for the colonist. Guard post. Security scan for Dominica. Switch colonist and alert. Enabling audio detection.
You damn fools! Zostaw mnie! Zostaw mnie! Kurwa!
Oh, I know that word.
You
Kurwa.
haven't the slightest idea! You will feel the wrath of the gods!
Sedative released. Good. Warning, sedative level high, risk of lethal dose. Low to medium emergency sedative release deactivated. Risk of lethal dose, medium to low. Only the wrath of Khan gets. Physical damage detected. Good. Gonna have to ask you to Hakuna your tartars. Sedative level high. Oh, good. No way, he's the best one other than good old Brosnan. I don't know, Sean Connery was epic. In loincloth, he's on a killing spree switch. No, Craig Bond is a guppy,
So,
he has a rune bond.
This is it for me, huh? Do what you want. I refuse to be part of your twisted little fantasy any longer.
It's a lockdown. It's exposed to leave said it's lock isolation. A chat might be worse, to be honest.
The unfaithful are no more. They brought the wrath of the gods upon themselves.
Are you not the gods, boyo?
Do you understand? They are to blame. But we're still together. Everyone who matters is alright. What happened to her?
You were both pretty cray-cray, yo. George Lazenby is the best Bond. I remember Timothy Dalton's being pretty good as well. I haven't seen Bond movies in ages, though, a very long time. It's the best one. Can't really share that, but if you rewrite without quite so much anger. Oh, what's that? Here's a... Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to read those in case there's any spoilers as well. So, this shit's messed up, bro. Can I go anywhere else there? Oh, what? What was that? Was that this? What do we have here? A lever. I must pull it. Giggity. One does not simply ignore a lever. Or a red button. There must always be more. Those who do not push may as well just sit down and die. Lovely. Oh, here we are. Potentially. This looks very important. Looks like some kind of mainframe. That looks like the way on. Actually, it looks like it might be outside. Hello, lever. Right, what's this? To Professor Wolfgang Winkler, yeah, Director of Medicine for the Calder Intelligence Program. Dear Professor, I must report an issue resulting from the air's rapid consumption of biocomponents. They maintain usability for roughly 4 months, in significantly less time than planned. After that, they serve no purpose and, as per protocol, should be subject to Sonderbehandlung. Therein lies the problem. We must dispose of the bodies due to the epidemiological concerns. Yet, first of all, there is little room in the cemetery, and secondly, frequent burials could negatively impact colonists' morale once a colony begins to function normally. I would be grateful for any suggested solutions. Dr. Johann Voigt. So it seems like the people whose brains were being used to control this facility were not lasting as long as would be hoped. So, any stove here? What's that? Looks like spinal bones. Yes. Is studying bones. No way this game is sold in Germany. They're censored for less. Casino Royale was a train wreck. First only Bond has ever needed Oh, okay. Let's not spoil us, please, Devante. Bloody hell, man. I suppose they are old movies now, but if I see any remotely Bondy type thing in your comment, I'm not going to read it myself just because I've literally just stated I haven't seen them. Oh crap! I need to read that. I mean, obviously you don't like them, and that's fine. I need to have another child. It is my hypothesis that if two hosts share DNA, it's easy for them to communicate. Yeah, because there is room for two in this. They are... Oh no. Oh, and it's Lucian as well. He wants to have another child just so the other child can be in the friggin' thing. That's messed up. That's why his mother ran away, clearly, to save, MC. It's easy for them to communicate. They are, for lack of a more appropriate word, synchronized. Better than two unrelated biocomponents. The increased speed at which similar subjects shared electrical impulses in the past supports this conclusion. This is enough for me to attempt to connect to a second host that is related to the one currently connected. Unfortunately, it can't be me. Firstly, because I'm too old, and secondly, because there will be no one on the other side to oversee the experiment. Yeah, it's all fine if it's not you in it. The only other option is to create a child of my own. Unfortunately, the likelihood of this happening is low, considering there have been no successful pregnancies in the past 5 years. But perhaps something can be done if I were to use the genome-altering medicine that the Nazis were experimenting with. So I wasn't trying to spoil it. Oh, no worries. It's just, yeah, I mean, you clearly don't like it, but, I mean, we kind of get that you don't like it. That's freaky. Yeah, man, he just fell right into the role of human experimenter, didn't he? Notice how, once again, the leader has all the big open areas to do what he wants with, all the freedom. Look at these skulls. What's that? I'm trying to look at. Yeah. No, never mind. Not sure what the point of picking that up was, but you know. Look at that smoking jacket. Or something else. Let's look in these others before we go up there. Noise game. I was gonna say, give me a red button, I will push it. You beat me to it, yeah. Right, what's in here? Cue Angel of Death by Slayer. Never been a big fan of Slayer, generally. Doesn't do it for me. I've seen him live, and I regret not seeing Tool instead of him.
I came to talk.
Not right now.
I know we haven't seen eye to eye for a very long time, but I wanted to put our differences aside and come here to extend my condolences.
Thank you. But I have to get back to work.
That's the other thing I wanted to talk to you about. People at the processing plant are worried. No one's seen you since the funeral.
I've been busy. As I said, I need to get back to work.
I understand that's how you operate, but this obsession... it's not healthy.
Because
Wait.
he faked the funeral.
The plant isn't overloading the system, is it?
No. Everything's working fine. People are calling it a miracle.
Good. Good.
I can't imagine what it's like to lose a child.
Dominika, I don't have time for it.
Time for what? Grieving the death of your daughter?
You don't understand. I can still do something.
She's gone, Lucian. You can't bring her back. There's not going to be a second miracle.
Oh, so it's Lucian, not
Just
Lucian.
wait and see.
So... he faked her death?
What a fucking sicko. Man. This guy's really turned out to be a real piece of shit. Dr. Rudolf Schroeder noted in his findings that the biocomponents hippocampus suffered the most stress during excessive use of the system. What he failed to notice was that there are numerous ways to counter stress through non-invasive methods. Precautions such as limiting the number of operations a biocomponent can work on simultaneously or applying a shift work system for most day-to-day operations can greatly decrease the stress the biocomponent is subjected to. We have already exceeded the longevity of most durable biocomponents by a factor of 10. This is even more impressive considering we are only operating with a single host. Unfortunately, there is no denying that there is a substantial deterioration in the biocomponent's memory. Delusions are also becoming increasingly frequent. For this reason, and this reason alone, I have decided to conduct a physical procedure, injecting the biocomponent with a modified version of a drug cocktail the Nazis formulated to create an uber soldier. What? He gave her cocaine and shit. I must say, rather worrying, since no such experiments have previously been carried out, but the situation is dire. What the fuck, man? This guy's such a scumbag. Yeah. Is there anything here I wonder? Not that I can say. The original or abominable reboot. What's that? Remember the Island of Dr. Moreau? Oh, I've never seen that. I've heard of it. It's a super old movie, isn't it? Right, last room on this level. I guess meth was too hardcore. I don't think meth was invented by now, was it? Oh, I can't open that. Is it already open? No. Can't currently get in there. Overload. Overload. That's no overload. Should I have gone in that other one first or something? Oh, they're all overload. Let's go up here then. You might have to close a door. I can't. He won't let me. That's what I was thinking the same, but it's not giving the option to, you know. Pretty sure that's what they gave their subjects. Oh, really? Meth? I don't think meth had been invented at this point, but, I mean, maybe, yeah. weird, that reflection of the thing on the floor. Man, this whole thing is getting more and more sickening.
The only thing we can do now is pray.
Stop.
If this is what the gods want for us, then we should accept it.
I said stop. There's something we can do. I just need more time.
Lucian,
Yeah, I saw
we
that
have
as
to
well.
accept
Yeah.
things the way they are. This place you're in, it isn't healthy. You have to move on. Why would you even want to bring a child into this world?
Because we need to.
I never
Does
drugged
that
him up.
mean
Oh,
he made me?
I never drugged him up, I just didn't think it was meth. Like, yeah, I saw the thing, because like when the first door, it went to halfway, didn't it? But maybe now that we've gone up there, I can actually open them. Call Scotty, we're in need of more power. Will it allow us? Maybe the second one? No. Maybe there's something in here. Let me check around here. Oh, here we go. Science log, Lucian calendar. It is undeniable that the drugs used by the Nazis have beneficial results on the host when, and I cannot stress enough how important this is, used correctly. Any alteration to the formula, however slight, could be fatal. I found the side effects to be particularly useful, especially considering the current situation amongst the colonists. There may come a point at which we will need to defend ourselves. Its gas form, however, it's not easy to contain. This is why I deemed it necessary to create a vaccine, which I will administer to the believers. There is no reason to risk the well-being of those who decide to trust me. I just need to make sure they take it. But that should not be difficult. They will do anything if they think it will strengthen their faith in the gods. A medically enhanced ritual wine should do just fine. Because earlier in the game we saw that thing about that cocktail of 3 different things, one of them being cocaine, then a stimulant and a painkiller. But I think that's like the artistic license version, like as in not what they actually used in the war. Just double check, is there anywhere else to go here? Oh, in here, yeah, we can go down there. So yeah, either we could only go through 2, or we were never supposed to go through that one. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Oh, cute. Interesting. What's through here? Might be the Reagan that Dr. Herbert West created. Dr. Herbert West, I don't know what that is. Acceptance. Oh, so that's the end of that. Acceptance. I assume, isn't acceptance always the last of the stages of grief? It makes sense that this is the last one. We're only 10 past 11. Let's go on for a bit more. That was a very quick one. What? That's a tree. Depression achieved. Thank you, Steve. I've achieved depression. Yes. This is super funky. Look how beautiful that water looks. It's got some glowing... I wonder if it's irradiated. Well, it's definitely radioactive in some way, hence the glowing. But I wonder if it's from surface radiation or if it's just like natural bioluminescence. Beautiful, regardless. Many dangerous things are beautiful, my dudes. Enter Fair Valentine. What's this? It's time. It was fate that brought us to this place, and it is fate that now leads us away. We leave tomorrow in search of another place that we can call home. We mistook this place for paradise. We know now that it was never meant to be our paradise, but it could be yours. I know you'll come here, if not in a year, then perhaps in 5. If not in 5, then in 10. But you'll come here. You cannot avoid it. It may seem cruel, but the gods have a plan for us all. You can try to run from your destiny, but it will catch up with you in the end. You'll come here, and you will have a chance to make everything right. You know what needs to be done, Szymon. Lucian. Messed up. He's telling his son he's got to sacrifice himself to join his sister in the old treasure room. Man. So I was watching, but forgot to chat. Yo, Tara! No worries. Awesome to have you. I hope you're doing well. You turn your butt. In Xaine streams, I start getting very hungry for some reason. Man. Not much happens, but this game is like walking through a painting. It is, isn't it? It's crazy. It's so chilled out, but it's interesting. Oh, what's below us? This does, I must admit, it does have a similar storytelling feeling to like Senua Sacrifice, just without any combat. Kind of like Hellblade mixed with maybe Resident Evil almost. Like 7.
Szymon, do you want me to read something to you?
No, the light is hurting my eyes today. Open the drawer for me, would you? I got upset when you found that. I shouldn't have.
Seems like a friggin'
It's okay,
sepsis.
Mom.
I hope he forgives me
Hope who forgives you?
when he sees what a smart, brave young man you turned out to be.
Mom, what are you talking about? Forgive you for what?
Forgive me for taking you away from him.
Do me a favour.
Mom, I don't understand. Why are you telling me this? Mom, it's not your fault. You did what you had to.
Looking forward, Sons of the Forest. Is that the second Hellblade or something? Or is that referencing something else that I'm just not picking up? But Hellblade 2, I'm looking forward to that. I'll definitely be doing that on this channel. That is for sure. That, Horizon Zero Dawn, a few others. Really looking forward to. Elden Ring as well is one I'm really looking forward to. Looks really cool. Well, the little I've seen. Sorry, Horizon Forbidden West, not Zero Dawn. Right. Have you played The Forest? I have not, no. I think I do own it. I just haven't played it. You're very close, me feels. Yeah, I think we're definitely close to the end here. Oh, here we go, yeah. Wow, it's just at the bottom of the tree? What? Is it supposed to be poetic that it's at the bottom of a tree? Or did the tree grow from this? Or, no, it's like it's a massive tree. It's ridiculous. Where's his sis? So what's feeding her? Her hair's white.
bet this isn't how you imagined you'd find me. Everything came back to me when you found that grave. Like a flood. To think I was keeping the truth from myself for all that time. It's amazing what the human mind is capable of.
Eva, you're alive.
I am.
That's good.
At this point, I don't really know, Szymon. What I do know is that I was really upset when I told you to leave. Now I'm glad you didn't listen.
There are so many things I want to...
I'm tired, Szymon. I don't know how much more of this I can take. I think I'd like to go.
What do you mean?
I want you to unplug me.
Eva... Why?
Szymon, I don't even understand what I am anymore.
I bet there's no way she could leave it. I bet her muscles are completely atrophied and stuff.
You're my sister.
I always wanted to have a sibling. I'm glad I can call you brother. Thank you for saying that. You know, I tried to forgive him for leaving me here, but I can't. Do you think that makes me a bad person? Tell me, what kind of
No,
father
he's a
condemns his
scumbag.
own daughter to oblivion?
I'm not sure what to say.
Created me for a reason, faked your death to save you. How did it save her though? Or did we miss that law, or did I miss it?
Lucen made me. In a lab. It must have been for a reason.
Maybe it was always about us meeting here?
Lucen lied about your death to save you.
And you think it was justified?
I think he loved you as a father more than anything else.
Szymon, that's really a lot to take in. I don't know what to do with it. How do you imagine my life here will look, huh? You think I'll be able to go outside, see the sunshine? What happens if there's a power outage and I'm all alone? Or if someone comes and tries to take this place and use it? You think I'll be strong enough to defend myself?
You're stronger than you think. Eva, tell me, what will happen to you if I agree?
Well, that depends on what you believe happens when someone dies. What do you think?
Not to I don't know. I'm very much someone who believes the truth is pretty much always the best option. However, I will not go as far as proclaiming to someone who's dying that there is nothing after death.
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's scary, right? It makes you feel small, insignificant. That's probably what we are at the end of the day. I think you're ready.
Ready for what?
To make the decision. I want you to know that I'll accept your decision no matter what it is.
Thing is, if we unplug her, it feels like the right thing to do. What's life trapped in this? But she seems surprisingly together, mind-wise, and she's been alone here for what must be years. Yes, Dave. So she must... But her mind's been blocking out her memories to protect her from the hell she's in. It's what she wants. Yeah, that's a good point, actually, yeah. It's what she wants to be unplugged. And she's obviously not living her life. Well, that's the thing. The option, if we don't unplug her, we'll be joining her. Would it be a worthwhile life together? Because it's not just leaving her here. Or is this just a voice in her head? Is what just a voice in her head? It's not life. Yeah, I agree. But in a post-apocalyptic world where there's nothing outside, is this much worse? If there's both of you there.
I will do it.
Man, that's a brutal name
Eva?
for a freaking achievement. Sleep
I'm
Sister.
here. Thank you, Szymon. It's a relief to know my fate is settled. But that leaves us with you. What are you going to do?
Well, if she's not going to be there, she's leaving this place. Q1 by Metallica. That is a brutal friggin' song, man. The lyrics of One by Metallica are... Like, I always liked that song, and then I never thought about the lyrics for, like, until about 10 years after I first heard it, and now I'm like, this is horrible. Empty overcomes.
I want to leave this place. What do you think?
I think you're making the right choice. There's nothing good to be found here anymore. This place can finally be forgotten. So, what's your final decision, Szymon?
I will go.
Take care out there. I hope you find what you're looking for. Goodbye, brother.
How does he know what to press? I didn't know there was actually a movie. Is that what the music video's got clips from now? A beautiful thing here would be if she wakes up. It's not going to happen. But like she wakes up and leaves with us. Oh, look how slow her heart rate was then. Gonna break her out and bury her. I don't know, I feel it's a bit wrong to leave her in that. At least free her body. Oh, one is inspired by... Oh, okay. Brother? Oh, it was a female character. Oh, wait. Oh, you mean the main character? Yeah, that's a boy. Why did it... Didn't that sound like a girl to me? Oh, something's just disconnected. Oh. Back in audio interface. You can hear me, that's good. Audio interface has gone wacky. It appears to be working now, though. Right, polyamorous games. Good job. That was... Yeah, that was dark, man. But yeah, that's a good game. A beautiful freaking game as well, man. Yeah, that like that's the thing. I suppose if it wasn't beautiful, it would not have been anywhere near as enjoyable. But you kind of like Jem said, it's like walking through a painting. Join her in the other sarcophagus. Oh, so yeah, you were saying to go for that. Yeah, I must admit, I was very tempted for that. Or is this just a voice in my head? Unplugging might start a zombie apocalypse. Q1. Inspired by Johnny got his gun. Okay. Empty here it comes. Diddly-doo. Brother, I thought it was a female character with a voice. The new Metro was cool as well. Yeah, I really wanted to play Metro Exodus, but I never did because I think it conflicted with some other games that were coming out and projects I was working with No Man's Sky, and I have the first two Metros which I was playing on stream, but no one was really into it, and I kind of lost interest. Real last save the other way? Nah, we're 25 minutes past my finish time, and I've got to be up early tomorrow, unfortunately. The new Metro is cool as well. Did we do? Thank God that was you, Xaine. Had me checking my PC then. I got all the DLCs. It's cool. Awesome. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me on this. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm glad we finished this today. Glad we went for this one. Because yeah, I wasn't sure whether to continue this or not, but we'd already started it and it was intriguing. So yeah, thank you guys for joining. Awesome to have you. Tomorrow's stream will be Valheim on the main channel, Xaine's World, where we'll be defeating all 5 bosses, as well as probably then spending the rest of the stream. You probably won't take all of them. Pardon me. And then spend the rest of the stream probably just doing some extra work on the tower. We won't be working on the tower for 2 weeks after this, because I've got some other things planned before we go back to the tower. It is all towards the tower, but don't worry, once we get back to the tower, we'll be doing some crazy shit, which will be cool. And then Thursday on this channel with Skyrim. Skyrim Anniversary Edition, modded to all hell, my dudes. Over 200 mods that are pretty much all visual. There are a few extra bits and stuff. But the full mod list, if you're interested, is pinned in the Skyrim mods channel on the Discord. And yeah, it's freaking beautiful with these mods on. Just crazy. And of course, Sunday on Xaine's World with No Man's Sky. I believe Beeblebum will be continuing a game he's been playing next. He'll be continuing. Oh no, he'll be playing EXO tomorrow on his channel, so you should totally check Beeblebum out tomorrow. And yeah, you're lazy. That's it. And yo, ISOfusion, awesome. Congratulations, man. Thanks all, and have a fantastic evening. Goodbye. I think I have to click the thing, don't I? I've got to click the thing. Goodbye, everyone, and have a great night. I didn't click it properly.